give me a little idea of how you got into this?
So I adopted a deaf Dalmatian, and as you know, Colleen had the deaf Dalmatian. And so when I had some questions about how do I go about having this deaf Dalmatian in my home, she saw her and said, I want, Khaleesi to be, come work for us.
Oh, yeah.
And so then it just has grown from there. And my little, deaf Dalmatian rescue from Texas has turned into a dog that's on billboards here in LA. So who would have thought a little
you and Colleen are very similar.
We are.
That's crazy.
We are.
Having a deaf Dalmatian got you into the industry.
It did. It did.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what was that process of kind of getting started?
So Colleen evaluated Khaleesi. So that's what I do for the Animalist and Pets on Cue, is I evaluate animals to see whether they would be a good fit for an influencer, an animal actor, any of the other things that we come up that we hire for. We just want to make sure that they're going to be doing their job when they're on set, whether it be physically on set or on set at home.
Right. So. And the safety aspect of it as well.
Right.
Sure, because you're the expert.
I am.
So
for over 20 years of experience in working animals.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so today here you will be doing free animal actor evaluations.
I will be, yes.
Can you give a little bit of insight to what that process is?
So we're going to go over some basics with your pet. I just want to see what their temperament is working with me, because I'm an unknown. They've never met me before.
Right.
And so when we go on set, we want to make sure that animals are comfortable around people that they don't know, things they don't know, stage lighting, noises, things like that.
Right.
We just want to make sure it's safe for your pet as well as the handlers.
Amazing.
So we're just going to evaluate that, some basic commands, some basic skills, and then you can progress through getting, a higher rating with us as time goes on. But today we're just doing the basics to see if we can get you started and, get you on our list and start getting some jobs for your pets.
Get you on the animal list and start making money.
That's what it's about.
So I love it. How important is it to have, trainers and wranglers on set for production jobs?
So my main job when I'm on set is to make sure the animal safety comes first.
Right.
So if we're say outside today, I want to make sure there's a cool place for the animal to cool off. Do they have water? Or I've actually experienced where it's been too cold. They've had the air conditioning cranking inside one of the closed sets. And so we had to make sure that there was blankets actually for the animals to snuggle in, because it was too cold in there.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So that's the primary aspect of my job as a wrangler, is to make sure that set work is safe for the animals.
Right. That most important thing, not only for the animals, but also the people who will be handling them, the actors and all, it has to be, safety always has to come first with this.
Absolutely.
And that's why we love you and love working with you, because that's one of your priorities
too.
It is. So last question, what work have you done on the animal list so far, and how has it been beneficial to you?
Oh my God. How many can we name? So our first booking was a dog food. And so Khaleesi's on a bag of dog food.
Right.
And it was right before COVID. We actually didn't even think it was going to happen. And then about a year and a half ago, boom, there was the bag. And it still is
surreal. It's surreal
to walk into a pet store and there's my dog.
I love that.
So
for him to be a deaf Dalmatian, you're like, you made it.
You go, girl.
But they work better on set sometimes, don't they?
I will say that I love having a deaf Dalmatian on set, because she isn't distracted by all the noises, the production noises and things.
Right.
And she's just 100% focused on me.
I love that.
Yeah. We've done all sorts of campaigns. We've done a perfume company. Mm-hmm. We've done a clothing company. We've done toys. We've done all sorts of great campaigns and just great people that we've worked with.
Well, I can't wait to see what else you do with the animal list.
I know.
Thank you so much for being here with me.
So come see me, everyone. We'll get your animals evaluated.
Yes, and get you on the animal list and make some money.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
All right, good seeing you again.
I'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.
After this commercial break, I will be talking to Nicole Ellis. She is a renowned celebrity dog trainer. So stay tuned. You won't want to miss this.
It's never been easier to put on your shoes and help pets in need at the same time. With new hands-free Skechers Bobs for dog sport slip-ins, just slip in and go without touching your shoes.
Then, for every pair sold,
At the
Skechers
Animalist,
makes a
we turn
donation
that
to help pets in
possibility
need.
into reality
And they've
for
already
pet owners
donated
like
over
you.
$10 million and
We
helped save
welcome
over
all
2
pet
million
talents.
pets.
From
Plus,
starring in
Skechers Bobs for
films
Dog Sport
to
Slip-ins are machine
participating in
washable
search and
and come in
rescue,
athletic,
content
fashionable styles for
creation,
men and women.
protection, and even
Help
grazing.
save pets in need with new
Getting started
hands-free
is
Bobs
simple.
Sport Slip-ins from
Sign up,
Skechers.
create a captivating pet folio to
It's never
showcase
been
your
easier to
pet's
put on your
diverse
shoes
talents,
and help
and
pets
list
in need at the
packages
same time.
detailing their
With
availability
new
for
hands-free
jobs.
Skechers Bobs for Dog Sport
Connect with
Slip-ins,
those
just
in
slip in
need
and go
of the
without
unique
touching your shoes.
services you offer.
Then, for every
From
pair
direct
sold,
hires to
Skechers makes a
responding to
donation
casting
to help
calls
pets
for
in
open
need.
jobs.
And they've already donated over
Our
$10 million
commitment to animal
and helped save
welfare and
over 2
seamless
million
process
pets.
ensures a
Plus,
positive
Skechers
experience
Bobs for
for
Dog
you
Sport
and
Slip-ins
your
are machine
style.
washable and come
Ready
in
to
athletic,
share your
fashionable styles
pet's
for
star
men and
quality?
women.
Start today
Help
and
save
let
pets
your
in need
pet's
with new
talents
hands-free
shine
Bobs
in ways
Sport Slip-ins
beyond
from Skechers.
imagination. The
It's never been
Animalist,
easier to put on your shoes
where animal
and
stars
help pets
shine
in need at
brighter.
the same time.
With new hands-free Skechers Bobs for Dog Sport Slip-ins, just slip in and go without touching your shoes. Then, for every pair sold, Skechers makes a donation to help pets in need. And they've already donated over $10 million and helped save over 2 million pets. Plus, Skechers Bobs for Dog Sport Slip-ins are machine washable and come in athletic, fashionable styles for men and women.
2024.
Help save pets in need with new hands-free
Welcome
Bobs
back
Sport
to
Slip-ins from
Pawlympics
Skechers.
2024. We just interviewed with
It's never
Lauralee,
been
who
easier
is
to put on
doing
your
free
shoes
animal
and
actor
help pets in need at the
evaluations
same
with the
time.
Animalist.
With new hands.
Next up, a warm welcome to Nicole Ellis.
The boy rescue
Hi.
bear. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh my gosh,
He's
this
like,
is the
I'm gonna
best
sit
part.
here. Is that your spot?
You are
can sit
totally
there.
fine with being here. Well,
Go for it.
Nicole Ellis is a celebrity dog trainer, expert trainer from Amazon Prime's The Pack, and of course, dog mom to Maggie and Rossi,
Yes.
and horse mom
Yes.
to Callie,
Callie.
right? I love
He's
it.
a little too big to come here, but you would have enjoyed it.
Next year. Next year. I wanted to start off and ask how you got into dog training. What was the process and what inspired you?
Yeah, so I didn't have siblings. I just grew up with dogs. Dogs were my family,
Right.
and my parents were huge animal lovers. My dad worked at like the first cat hospital.
I
And
love
then
that.
I just kind of grew up being connected to animals more than people and everything else, like a lot of us.
Right.
And then I got into exotic animal training, actually.
Okay.
So I trained lions and tigers and bears, first of all. And then I love the training aspect. I love connecting with the animals.
Uh-huh.
And I grew up riding horses too. And then I was like, those tigers and bears kind of working for the food.
Right.
And they're not working because they want to have fun with us.
Right.
And I had Maggie that I adopted from the shelter. And I was like, I wonder if I can teach her these same behaviors.
Right.
And so then that started my love of training with her. And I grew up acting and doing TV stuff as a kid. And soon she was doing acting and went from rescue dog to dog that did TV shows. And now I
Follow
have
in mom's footsteps. Oh, you're so cute. So what was that process of becoming a dog trainer? What were these steps and what advice do you have for others who want to follow in your footsteps?
Absolutely. So dog training is an unregulated industry. So anybody can become a dog trainer,
Right.
but which is a little bit terrifying because there's a whole spew of advice out there and some of it's great and some of it's not so great. It
Right.
can be dangerous
Yes.
and a lot of wrong information. So if you want to be a dog trainer, I'd say definitely take a look at what you want to be training. There's so many different aspects. So
Right.
I refer out to other dog trainers all the time. I have my own specialty and so does other people.
Got it.
And then find a dog trainer that you love and go and shadow them. And then do that for a few people. I've been so lucky that I've shadowed so many people and I'm always learning. And I think we all can always be learning. So go to conferences,
Love
take a look online. I'm certified with a few different companies, including Fear Free and the CPDT, which is a certification of professional dog trainers. Awesome. And then there's also APDT, and they have a whole resource for getting started in dog training.
Okay.
So definitely take a look there and spend some time training other people's dogs, your friends' dogs, your neighbors' dogs.
Right.
And see if you enjoy it, because you might enjoy training your dog, but not everybody else's.
Not everyone else's, yes. And I can see you sitting here just giving the little treats.
He's like, yeah, I'm a good boy.
You're being trained right now, aren't you? And speaking of, your own dogs have some amazing work that they've done. I saw the Kids' Choice Awards and Zillow. What's it like working with your dogs on set?
I love it because they love it. And I say the
Right.
day they don't love it anymore, it's the day we won't do set work and we'll just have fun at home.
Yes.
So Maggie's pretty much retired. She's 16 and she still does trick training at home with me because
Oh
she
my
loves that. So
I love the trick training aspect because it really does grow our bond.
Right.
And I can know my dogs really well.
Right.
I also train all my dogs a lot on hand cues because we do TV production work. I can't be talking over some actor telling him to sit up and put his head down.
Right.
And as Maggie's gotten older, she's lost her hearing. And I'm able now to use those same skills to train her nowadays because she understands all those hand cues.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that aspect's really nice because our bond just continues over. She's not left out as her hearing
She
goes.
loves it.
And he's like, this is about me now.
I can tell you just
Yeah.
love it.
And he loves to work. So we have a good time on set. And he loves to ham it up and work long days. And we have fun.
I'm getting
right?
so distracted. I'm like, wait,
He's
what,
like,
what
"You
was the
wanna
next question?
He's like, look into my eyes.
I'm like, okay. What advice would you give pet parents who are interested in getting their pets involved in set work and training?
Absolutely. So set work can be all sorts of weird environments.
Right.
So I'd say making sure your pet's comfortable in all sorts of situations.
Right.
And don't start at a big crazy event like this one to start your trick training. Let's
Right.
start at home where you can have control of your atmosphere.
Yes.
There's no other dogs barking. There's no new smells.
Right.
And we can really get a solid foundation.
Yes.
And then from there, start going outside. But maybe that's your front lawn or your backyard.
Right.
Don't jump full on in. And that's how
Baby
our pets
steps.
fail. We want to set them up for success.
Yes.
And that's super easy when we do those small steps. And then maybe we go to a pet store and we go to dog friendly places
Right.
like Lowe's and start our training. And
Yes.
then we really want to get that distance. So start working on building your cues from a distance on a hand cue.
Yes.
And it's a lot of repetition. So
a lot.
a lot of people say, oh, my dog can sit. I'm like, okay, will he sit the 40th time we asked with the same enthusiasm?
Like it?
Yeah, Sugar was my original dog, and I got KB. I adopted KB, and we got Kenzo 2021.
Oh wow!
Valentine's Day.
How old is he?
He's just turned 3. He's
My
3.5,
gosh.
actually. 3.5.
Oh, you're so big for 3. I love
He's
it.
75 pounds.
Oh my gosh. That would take up a lot of space in my bed. That's for sure. So how did you get started as, a pet influencer and posting on social media about your dogs?
It came organically. I started as a blogger, and it was just natural. It was so easy just to post in socials.
Right.
At that time, it's just so it's not as big as not what's happening right now,
Yeah.
and it's so competitive.
Yeah.
But I'm happy where we're at and what I've achieved. So I'm.
Oh, you guys, you do amazing work, and that's why I'm so happy to
Thank
have
you.
you here. Are you just trying to block the view so I just look
Yes.
at you? Like,
Yeah.
don't look at my mom. Look at me.
I still
Look me in the eyes.
I still consider myself as a blogger,
Okay.
but not all influencers are bloggers.
Right, but
So
it kind of came naturally
It's
in a
natural,
way.
which is nice,
Right,
because I still get sponsored posts,
right.
which they request for a social media post.
I could just sit here and we could just be doing this
Okay,
the entire interview time.
Okay.
So what style of content did you see the most success with?
When I started my blog, it's definitely about dog health,
Right.
and I'm a senior dog,
Right.
and nowadays it's just basically brand photos of products and stuff like that.
Yes. Yep.
And every brand wants a video.
Everyone. Yes.
Everyone wants a video.
No,
So
photos are of the past at this
well, they
point.
still do.
Yes.
They still do.
The carousels, they're coming back
Yes,
a little bit.
I get a lot of product requests.
Okay.
They just buy 100 photos.
What? Oh, for UGC and
Yes, so no
Wow.
posting, just 100 photos of their product, and
they just want to reuse it for their
the
marketing.
which I have no idea where they use it.
You're like, whatever, as long as I get my check in the mail, we're
I mean,
good.
that's the thing, I would love to be, be tagged on, but you sign something, but which is something that you have to accept.
Right. I mean, there's different levels of social media. There's UGC creators, pet influencers, and there's all different types of content you can create. But I love all of your content. I think it's great. What advice do you have for others who want to follow in your footsteps?
Well, I've started for a long time, but first and foremost, you have to be authentic.
Right.
It's so important.
Yes.
Second is it's so good to be inspired by somebody else,
Right.
but what works for them may not work for you.
Exactly.
Third is you have to learn to say no and be selective.
That's a huge one.
Yes, I've rejected so much the past few.
Because it goes back to the authenticity.
Yes, and I want to do something fun with my dog, or do I want to do this and stress myself for 3 days?
Right. Yes.
And if there's a limit for ask for this 3 days, you have to do this. I can't.
Right.
My dog can't do that. I can't do it.
Yeah,
So-
I can't change my dog's diet in 3 days
Yes.
to try out this
Yeah,
food or whatever that may be. And that is something that a lot of pet influencers, you have to take into account. It's not just you that is doing this campaign, it's your dog too.
Yes.
So if it is a new dog food, you might need a little time to do that transition.
Or dog toy. It's
right,
just,
exactly.
I can't have my dog chew all that for.
I don't know if he's gonna like it, to be honest,
Yes.
but you can still pay me.
So another thing is you have to be nice.
Right.
You have to give more than 100%, and it's okay to do extra work.
Yes.
I do that all the time,
Yes.
which is it's good. And lastly, it's really important to have fun.
Yes.
Have you and your dog.
Yes. I mean, there is that definite professional aspect of it, treating it like a job, because it is a job.
Yes.
But having fun and the authenticity, I think, is such a big point. And I think we're seeing that more and more with TikTok and other platforms where people want to see the behind the scenes.
Yes.
Pull the curtains, and I want to see what's going on. I don't want to see you in all full makeup. I want to see your hair up in a bun and,
Yes,
looking
normal.
like yes, exactly.
Perfect.
Yes. And so I love that. That was one of your points. And I definitely see that in your content.
So there's the 5 points that
Yes.
I always remind everybody.
I love that.
Everybody asks me, and she
I
said,
should have been writing them down. That was
so
great.
those are the things that they always ask me, and I always frame to have a blog. Yeah, it's great. I think it's still relevant.
Absolutely. And I think you know, there was this time, like maybe, but I think blogs are coming back big time.
Yes, because past brands, you reach out to us and hey, we still want you to post in a blog, which is I'm really surprised.
Absolutely.
So
you're like, okay, fine with me.
Yeah.
Let's do some social content and a blog.
yeah, and they don't require, which is it's interesting.
I
It's
think
very
that's I think that's so great.
So,
So not only do you create amazing content as a pet influencer, but I've seen Kenzo in his AKC events, which is so impressive. I saw he won the AKC championship a little bit over a year ago.
yes.
What was the process to get him started with that?
We didn't expect it.
Right.
When we got him, his breeder wanted to show him.
Yes.
So we accepted. So we co-own him for the past 3 years when he was in the dog show.
Okay.
So his breeder, Caligo Retrievers, pretty much set up everything. I have no idea about dog shows. I learned myself from her handlers and everything. So we pretty much drove him in the show, dropped him off 2 hours before the ring. It's called the dog handler drop off.
Yes.
We learn lots about grooming because he gets groomed like massively.
Oh, the most beautiful coat, by the
So
way.
Ron, dog dad, learned how to do paws. If you see his paws, it's like a poodle.
I mean,
So,
that is a good-looking coat.
So
he has.
that's and that was a great, when he achieved his championship, especially because he won the Western Regional 2023 of Golden Retriever Specialty in Arizona, which is we didn't expect. We just
How long did it take for him to get up to that point? Because being 3 years old, I mean.
No, so probably he just turns 2. So he didn't go every month. He just because since we're local, we can't really drive. He did local California sometimes when they went to Nevada. One show he won for the winner's dog. And not many shows, but he wants a lot of the blue ribbons and the winner's dog, and especially his championship.
So Kenzo goes and gets trained by the breeder, and then Kenzo comes home and he's like, "Mom, this is what I learned. You need to learn now. I'm training you."
And no, we did a lot of training too. So that's why we transitioned to dog sports, because it was a big thing about the dog show.
It's
It's huge. So we're having fun doing the fast cat. You want to come here? Want to do fast cat and some dog diving?
Oh, here he comes. The man,
so he just got his B cut up. He just got his B cut.
I mean,
last
can
month.
everyone just appreciate the grooming of this dog? It is unreal.
See his
and
paw.
the paws.
It's like dog dad.
Dog dad over here learned how to do Kenzo's paws. If he would, he could, right? So do you have any upcoming AKC events?
More fast cat, and he's gonna get his dog diving this month.
Oh, wow.
July, the end of July.
I would love to see you do some dock diving. That would be such a big treat. Oh,
and he just passed his test.
Oh, he did. Oh, he just did the animal actor evaluation.
So Lauralee said, yeah, he'll take him.
Oh, perfect. Now we're gonna have you an animal actor too. I love you so much. So last question here. Just a general question about today. What are you guys excited for? I know you got here a little early, checked out a couple things. Are there any other events you want to check out?
No, it's just all hot. So we've been been just checking out everybody.
It is. And there are some cooling pads over there.
Yes, he did the cooling pad.
Okay,
just
perfect.
meeting new friends, old friends.
Oh,
we don't usually come here in LA. So
yes. Well, so many new friends. It's such
shopping.
a great yes.
we just got a new leash. So that's exciting.
I just love this bandana. But
it was made by a girl in Florida.
Oh, Kenzo, are you just going to stay here with me and help interview all day?
Sorry, we missed Colleen.
Yeah. Colleen, she's at home watching right now. Hey, Colleen.
Hi.
But thank you so much
for
being here. I really appreciate it. And Kenzo, I love you. I love you so much.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it so much. Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead, bud. Go ahead, bud. Thank you. So before our next interview, I wanted to do a little bit of a spotlight on a couple brands that are here today at Pawlympics. We have Ryoken Instinct, who are a Seattle-based company. They provide sustainable,
Yes, go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
I'm
come on in. All right, here is Ryoken Instinct. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Ryoken, you got it. Perfect.
Okay, because I look at my
No,
notes.
I know.
I
It's
put,
tough.
you know,
It's
like,
like-
the how to.
It's like another language, so I get it.
Okay, whew, okay. So tell me about your company. I was just kind of hyping you up a little bit, but tell me about Ryoken.
Yeah, so Ryoken means hunting dog in Japanese. So
Yes.
it's kind of inspired by dogs that are really adventurous, very active, like getting out there. And we make like performance bars for dogs, kind of like Cliff bars for dogs.
Love it.
And yeah, it was started because like my background was in biochemistry and like,
Right.
all about like human metabolism, and yeah, just became a crazy dog mom, took all of that science knowledge and put it into keeping my dog alive forever. And yeah, that's our business.
So we're keeping our dogs alive forever.
Yeah, right. Like that's
yeah,
the mission for
like,
everyone, right?
I saw something. I saw something recently. It was like this new medicine where they're like, you could keep your dog, you know, for 30 years now. And I'm like, I will, you know,
Yeah, I'll
I
sell
will
a kidney.
take, yeah, I will
Like, take it.
sell my house. I don't care what
I'm
it
with you.
takes to
Same.
keep my dog alive as long as possible.
Same, I'm with you.
So tell me more about,
Yeah.
the Roku bar. This is what I was looking at.
Yeah.
And tell me, what kind of flavors do we have? And this
Yeah.
is good for, like active
dogs, so like higher fat, higher protein content, absolutely, like zero fillers, zero additives, like very, very clean. So we have our core flavors, which is beef, lamb, pork, seafood, and then we source everything from regenerative family farms in Washington and Oregon. So
Okay.
yeah, just like very conscientious of, you know, every aspect.
I love that. I love this packaging
Thank
too.
you. They
This
look like
is
chocolate bars. You want to open one?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Like, I'm probably gonna want to eat it.
No, they're human grade. I've tried. They just don't taste like seasoned.
Ooh, it
you know
smells
what I mean?
good.
Doesn't it, right?
It smells
It's
really
fun.
good.
It's fun.
Wait. Oh, it's
Yeah, isn't it fun?
wait. Can I give these to my husband?
Please.
Like,
See? You can toss it.
go get me some water.
There you go.
Go get my phone. Throw it at him.
So good.
These are great. So I see. Can you explain? You know, how many would you give to sizes?
So it mostly depends on the weight of the dog. So
Right.
like obviously smaller dogs need like less calories, and
Yes.
bigger dogs need more. But yeah, that's the feeding guide on the back, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Like,
yeah.
small dog, small food. Big dog, big food.
I don't know. My dog is pretty small, and I feel like he could go through
That's
like
so cute.
5 of these.
Well, we have like the minis also for like little dogs, and so they're like tiny versions of the bars. So like it's cute too. You can tear through that too. Sorry, I'm just making you work.
Don't have to ask me twice. Oh, they're mini.
Babies.
Stop. It's so cute. I love everything mini.
Same.
That is
It had to
amazing.
happen, right?
That is amazing. So, besides, all of your expertise in and your knowledge, what was the motivation for you to start? Was it, a dog that you had?
Yeah. So like my main dog is a Shiba, and we live up in Washington, so we always like hiking, right?
Right.
And just with my background, I was trying to figure out how to feed him when we were gone away from his food.
Yeah.
We feed raw, and just like no options that were really like high quality.
Interesting.
Yeah, you would think that.
You would think like in the Washington area it would
Yeah,
be
and
covered
then you
with
like
that.
go into Safeway, right? And like me and my fiance would see like walls of Cliff bars, Power bars, Luna bars. Like,
so many bars,
yeah,
so many
and
power
then
bars.
we'd go to like our local pet shop and like nothing.
Nothing.
They're like, oh, you can take a bag. I'm like, no, I mean like a portable.
I'm not carrying a bag of dog food on my 10-mile hike.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So yeah, that was just kind of.
Well, yeah, and it is very lightweight.
Yeah.
Which is so nice, for longer
so, like,
camping or
totally.
hiking or any, big day activity you have with your pet.
Totally.
Like you could easily carry this. I mean,
yeah. And then just really clean ingredients. So like every calorie is working for your dog.
oh, that is so great. And do you have anything big upcoming? Anything you can tell us about?
Big? I feel like this was pretty big. Like the fact that we came to LA was pretty big.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so being at Pawlympics,
Yeah.
I love that. And with me, right?
Yeah, this is the highlight.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
I
so
really
much.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I definitely will come check out your
Awesome.
booth.
Thank you for this interview. It was lovely.
Yeah,
You're
thank
very
you so
good.
much.
right.
I appreciate it.
Rock.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll take these out of the way. Or
No,
other
no,
Okay.
I can leave them up here. I might want to chew on one. Next up, we have from Pawanderia. Hi, how are you?
So
Oh, good.
Doing
Okay,
good?
you can just take a seat.
take a seat right here. You got it.
Yes.
Cool.
So you have a healthy dog food and treat company inspired by the owner Elizabeth's Mexican culture, which I thought was really cool. I saw the pan dulce,
That's
so
correct.
and
Yep.
then the churros.
Right.
That one got me. I was like, that is so funny.
Well,
And then I saw the
so-
flaming hot Cheeto
so
ones.
we first got now we have this hot off the press right here. We have this flaming hot, fluffing hot Cheetos, and
my
those are
gosh.
100% lamb, and also has just for the color, just to make it look like if they were hot Cheetos. They're not really hot, but they're very healthy for your dogs and different pets. So
That is so smart.
yeah,
That
I mean,
is
the
so
CEO, the
smart.
CEO of the company was supposed to be here today, but she's undergoing a kidney transplant today.
Oh
and
my goodness.
So I'm the one representing here today.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thoughts going out to her. But this is just so amazing. And I love how you're taking human food and making it, because flaming hot Cheetos, I can go through a bag of these
Oh,
easily.
yeah.
Easily. So the fact that my dog gets
Oh, yeah.
to also enjoy some flaming hot Cheetos
Yeah,
with me
yeah.
is everything. We can sit there and we can watch our shows together and go through a bag of flaming hot Cheetos together.
Mhm.
So can you tell me a little bit more? What else do you have up here?
Well, these are our 4 most popular products here. You've seen the fluffing hot Cheetos here, and we have the Papa Noodle, which
Papa
is
Noodle.
also very popular.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
and then we also have this goldfish box here for cats. Even like this as well. So I mean, you can even use it for your cats.
Well, I have 3 cats and a dog, so
Good
we'll
for their
see.
skin. Lots of omega vitamins in there.
Oh my gosh!
Mhm.
So I can eat flaming hot Cheetos, goldfish, and a cup of noodles with my pets.
That's right.
And
That's
we can,
right.
And we can bond about
That's
it.
right. There you go.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love this.
And then this one's a
Okay.
little sample pack. You know, this one has, like you were mentioning earlier, we have the Mitzapan, which is a popular Mexican candy. And then we also have this Conchita, which is also in the shape of a Mexican sweetbread, which is all 100% meat, just in the shape and in the form. And this is a
hungry.
famous Mexican bread. They call them a shape of a pig, so it's called a puerquito. This is also meat.
Oh,
but
it is in a shape of
all
a pig.
all inspired by the culture, you know, even the bag, you know. And like I said, like you said also, the ingredients are 100% meat, and she makes them with love because she made them for her dogs in the first place, and now she's giving it to everybody else that would like to enjoy these treats.
I love that, combining your culture with something so amazing like this and making it fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it mainly is fun for the pet parents, because
Right.
you're like, okay, who's
Exactly,
ready for some flaming hot
exactly.
Cheetos?
I
And they're
mean,
just like, I don't care, just give me the treat.
Yeah.
But
I
I
kinda
would
came
have
up with
so much
something.
fun. Yes.
I was like, you know what? These treats are for people that treat their pets like family. Basically.
Yes, and my pets are my children, so that goes right with it. Can you let us know where we can order?
Yes, you can just go ahead and go to directly to the website. It's awaawa.com, and also on Instagram, and you can look for us at this location, and we'll go ahead and ship any orders that you need and get them out to you.
Yep, so I'll be ordering like a pallet
Oh man,
worth of these.
I hope we can keep up with that type of order. We're gonna
I
have
will
to.
be-
We're gonna
I'll
have to upscale here.
Yeah, I'll be keeping everything going. I'm just gonna have my credit card billed every month.
Oh wow, okay, you got it. We're gonna have to get some more machines now.
I'm so excited. Well, thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you
today.
very much.
I really
I appreciate the time.
appreciate it. Is that okay if I keep this here?
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Yeah, this is for
Because
you.
I'm getting hungry and these
Here-
are starting to
I
smell
mean,
better and better as I keep going on. So,
You can keep this little bag.
oh
also.
wow, thank you so much. Well, I appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
and have a great rest of your day.
Same here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Lastly, we have Cookies and Co. Come on in. Oh my goodness,
Hi.
look at these.
Got a lot of goodies.
Okay, so you have handmade pet products.
Yes.
You have the snap bandanas,
Yep.
leashes,
Little
collars. Oh, it's the Lammy.
It's the Lammy. Everyone loves the Lammy.
Oh my gosh. I feel like this is very millennial, like a millennial pet parent. They're like, Lammy. They would love that. That is so cute. Okay, so tell me, you hand make all of these?
Yes. So all of our bandanas and our walk sets are handmade, which is super nice for people who looking for quality, or maybe for walk sets a little bit more customized to their height, their size. So this is our hands-free leash.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is made of like
this
real
is bougie
biofilm.
looking. I feel like I would look like a celebrity walking down the street with my dog connected to this.
Yeah, so like it's nice to get to like color match. So you kind of build your own based on the colors that you want.
Right.
And then I'll build it to your specs. So
oh, really?
yeah.
Okay. And so tell me some more about why you started this business. What was your inspiration? Let me hear the whole story.
Okay, so I think we started like literally in the midst of COVID.
Oh boy.
2020. Everyone was at home, everyone was adopting dogs, and I always loved crafting.
Yeah.
And so my biggest thing was like, I was a crazy dog mom who loved buying bandanas for my dogs.
Right.
But I couldn't find any that either fit bigger dogs or were more like boyish prints.
Yes.
And so my focus was like, you know what, I can make some. And I love adding these little snaps to the back because my biggest pet peeve is like chasing the dog and trying to tie it.
The snap is everything. Because everyone knows at home trying to tie, you know, and you're like, oh my God, am I choking my dog?
Yeah.
Put the 2 fingers in, make sure there's enough space, but he still looks like he's choking. But like this makes it so.
It's a lot safer too, because if they do pull really hard, it does come apart. So
very
like,
true.
No choking here.
And the material, it's like thick. It's a great material.
Yep.
I feel like you put a lot of love into this.
Yeah.
These are so great.
Thank
and
you.
so what's your favorite design that you have, or what's the most popular / what's your favorite?
That's really hard. Lammy is always a popular.
Yeah.
But my favorite is probably during the fall season we do flannels.
Oh.
And so they're softer, they're thicker, they're warmer, and then every once in a while I'll do a limited edition drop with like matching human infinity scarves. So the humans can match with their dog scarves.
Oh my gosh, where do I sign up for the like pre-sign up? I love to match my dog. I think everyone should do it.
Yeah, we get a lot of like Christmas pictures and things like that, or like pumpkin patch pictures with the family.
That is so cute. And an infinity scarf.
Yeah.
That's adorable. I haven't heard of that before.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I will definitely be ordering 20. And not only do you have this amazing company, you hand make things, everything's made with love. You also donate some 10% of your proceeds to local animal rescues.
Yep.
Tell me how that started. What was that process? Why? I get the why, but yeah, tell me about that.
Long story short, my childhood dream was to be a vet. Unfortunately, I sucked at biology, which is kind of important for the occupation.
Yes.
And so I was like, you know what? I can find other ways to give back somehow. And so I have 2 rescues at home. Right now, we've been donating to the Animal Pad Rescue in San Diego.
Amazing.
They do such like amazing work. They take in the most difficult dogs and the dogs that require the most medical care.
Right.
And so obviously there are bills and things like that.
Hi.
And so
Yeah.
we've been donating to them since we began Cookies Co. like 4 years ago. So
that is incredible.
Yeah.
So, if anyone wants really high quality, handmade with love pet products that also gives back, definitely check out Cookies & Co. Where can people buy?
Yeah. So we are at Pawlympics, but we're also online. So cookiesandco.shop is going to be our URL.
Okay.
We're also very active on Instagram. So any new prints or new products are always posted there first.
Okay. And what's your Instagram handle?
It's the.cookiesandco.
Okay. So cookiesandco.shop and then at cookies
and co.
The.cookiesandco.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Make sure to follow and check out her website. And you might want to get one of these before I sell them out. Well, thank you so much for being here today. I love your products.
Thank you.
And I appreciate everything you do for animal rescues.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too. That was awesome. I have so many products here. If you see a couple of these missing, I did not eat them. But anyway, after this commercial break, I am talking to the Usual Suspects Flyball team, and then later talking to radio personality Cece Valencia. You won't want to miss this. Stay tuned.
At the Lovejoy Foundation, every wagging tail tells a story of hope. Each dog here carries a dream, the dream of loving a home. Some are full of energy, ready to share endless joy. Others are gentle souls just waiting to share their love. And some are seniors with ears of wisdom and heart full of sweetness. At the Lovejoy Foundation, we believe every dog deserves a chance.
2024. I just spoke to some amazing brands we have here today. And now, such a treat. I cannot wait to ask some questions about this. We have the Usual Suspects Flyball team. They've already done a couple demos here today. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you.
I'm excited to be here too.
Come on, take a seat next to me, please.
Hi there.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Who is
We've got our little
this?
guest Sammy here.
Oh,
That's it. Who is run by Nikki. Nikki's Sammy's owner.
Hi,
And
Sammy.
Flyball, I'll just jump right in.
Sure.
It's open to any dog, any size, any breed.
So can you explain, to people at home, to
Sure.
me, what is Flyball?
Flyball is the only dog team sport out there.
Okay.
Because we all know agility, but that's individual dogs. So this is a team
Oh.
sport. There's two governing bodies of it.
Mhm.
NAFA is one, and the other is UFly.
Mhm.
So I could go into all the technicalities, but just look it up.
I think it's fascinating. I'm like, because I've watched it before, but hearing that, I didn't know that it was the only, team sport.
Exactly. People don't realize that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so we're the Usual Suspects Flyball Club. We're based out of the South Bay area, and we practice at Long Beach at the SPCA. And we actually have sanctioned classes through the SPCA that we're really excited about because it's a great way to introduce your dog to flyball. So what flyball is it was invented here in Southern California, I think like in the late 60s. It's been around for quite a while.
Okay.
And it consists of four jumps. And at the end of the jumps is a box.
Okay.
Called the box.
Oh.
And it's spring loaded. And so you put a ball in it and you train your dog to go over each of the jumps and then hit the box and do a swimmer's turn.
I didn't realize it was spring loaded because when I'm watching them, I'm like,
Right.
wow, they're
right.
going really
it
quick.
releases it. So that's something is to train them to coordinate to jump on it and that it releases it and get the ball at the same time.
Wow.
Now, what's a real interesting point, well, actually, and then they jump over the four jumps. Then there's an electric eye at the start line. So that's where the dogs pass each other. The thing that's really interesting, and this is something that a lot of you might not know. It's a good question. Ready? When I got asked this question, I was like, what? Which way does your dog turn? Isn't that a good one? You're like, dog turn? I don't know.
I know my dog picks up his back leg when he moves sometimes, but could not tell you which way he turns.
But you are going to know after this.
Now I'm going to go home
Exactly.
and be
you're
like,
like, oh yeah, I see. Because what it is just like people are right-handed or left-handed.
Right.
Dogs, same thing. They'll have a preference of which way to turn, right or left. Yeah. So this is a fundamental piece in flyball because it determines where the ball goes in the box. If your dog is going to naturally turn to the left, the ball's going to go on the far left. If they naturally turn to the right, it's going to go on the far right. So this is the first question that we figure out before, because that has to do with every step of the training of which way you reward them, which way you train them, everything.
Everything.
Absolutely.
Everything. And as a team sport, is it a relay?
It's a relay in the sense that they had to just come back with the ball. They don't have to get the same ball like a baton,
right?
Because they get a different ball. And the balls are also, it depends on what the dogs like. Some of them like a full-size tennis ball. The smaller guys, like Sammy here, likes a little tennis ball. And then the rule is right there. He's like, yeah, I'm so excited. I get to play flyball.
Oh,
there we go. I know.
And how do you get your dog to start training for flyball? I feel like my dog would have no clue.
It's funny because a lot of dogs come to us that way, and you train them so that getting the ball is what they are working for. Because dogs like to make their owners happy.
Yes.
So that's it. When they come back with the ball, and again, we work on that, or when they just come back, as the steps go with training, we get really excited.
Yes.
Like, yay, and treat them. Sometimes their treat can be a tug. Sometimes it's even another ball. So that is their reward ball. So you'll get dogs that love a ball, but it's their reward ball. So they have to work to get the ball out of the box and then return that. Then they get their reward, which can be, it can also be a treat. It can be a tug. That's another thing that we kind of find out what the dog's like, which is going to make them really happy.
Right.
And then they'll start behaving, you know, and responding to our training.
So on these teams, would there be, you know, a team of small dogs and then a team of medium dogs, or is it all mixed up?
You can have, it's all mixed up, or
Okay.
it can be all mixed up. So for example, the jumps are 6 inches high.
Mm-hmm.
And oddly enough, when there's a short dog, they're called the height dog.
The height dog. I love
The
that.
height dog.
I'm sure they do too.
I know. I had a small dog, and they're like, "Oh, a height dog," and I'm like, "What?" And so what that does, it determines the height of the jumps.
Yes.
Because if you, let's say you have 4 Great Danes running, you're going to have jumps that are like 9 inches high.
Okay.
But if you have 3 Great Danes and Sammy, it's only going to be 6 inches high, which is the shortest they go, the jumps.
Okay.
So that's why a shorter dog on the team is a benefit, but it is open to any dog, any breed, any size, which is remarkable because there's not a whole lot of things like that.
Yeah, I mean, usually they, you know, kind of get split up sometimes.
Exactly.
But I love that.
And then in a race too, all of the teams get, it's kind of a round robin with all of the times that are approximately the same.
Yep.
So you won't run like against a really fast team if you're medium. The record for it too, if you haven't checked this out already on YouTube, the record is 14 seconds. A team out in Las Vegas, and they actually breed their dogs for flyball. That's what we love about Usual Suspects. We don't breed our dogs for flyball, just for fun.
I just know that they have fun because when I watch them, it looks.
They do. I mean, they just really love running. And, you know, a lot of the training has to do with training the trainer as well, which I think is always benefits the bond between our dogs and ourselves.
Absolutely. And I mean, keeps them active.
Yep, absolutely is right. Yep. So we're the Usual Suspects Flyball Club. So it's the Usual Suspects FC on Instagram. And that's where we post when we're going to have meets and our classes.
Okay.
And also you can follow the progress of our team dogs and everything on that site.
And what is a typical training session like?
A training session usually goes, it's actually a lot shorter than people think because we like to keep the dogs engaged.
Right.
So, you know, if you train them too much, and this goes with any kind of dog training, they kind of glaze over after maybe 7 minutes.
Okay.
Like, okay, I'm done. Well, they're not going to learn anymore after that. So that's why we like to keep it short. We crate our dogs when we're not running them. So that's really important too.
Okay.
And we can do crate training if they need that because we all have dogs. And we all
Right.
know what that's like.
Yes,
So yeah,
absolutely.
so we do that too. And it's just really, it's good because then you'll get more than one person focusing on the dog and training the dog. So they get really a lot of attention. And then if you take the classes through Long Beach, we, you know, and you like it, you can continue with the training and with the club and everything.
That's so much fun.
Yeah.
And do you have any events coming up?
We do. We're going to be racing in Biola at Biola University, which is the closest to LA race.
Okay.
And then we frequently race down in Ramona.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know Ramona.
Ramona's great.
And last question, where can people follow your team's journey?
That would be best on Instagram. There's a lot going on here today at Pawlympics.
Yes,
That's it. Yep. So Instagram, the Usual Suspects FC on IG. And then we also, you know, we're out there a lot. You can just Google us and you'll find us for sure.
I mean, I'm sure people would want to get involved. And
the best shirt I have, it says, "I kiss my dog on the lips." I always think of that. That's it.
And I have
That's
no
Sammy.
problem with it.
I know, right?
whatsoever.
Exactly. That's how you know the real dog people out there, for sure.
All right.
Good.
Well, thank you so much for being here
Thank
today.
you.
Please
You
try to
bet.
Stay seated here with me for a minute.
Absolutely.
And we will be right back after this commercial break.
Thanks.
Dr. Michelle Dulake, and I'm a veterinarian and co-founder of Pet Organics.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm co-founder of Pet Organics. I oversee all operations at Pet Organics, while Michelle is the creative mind behind these unique supplements.
I've been a practicing veterinarian for over 10 years. I got my acupuncture license for dogs and cats. I started doing acupuncture for pet owners that were interested in holistic medicine. At that time, a lot of my pet owners would ask me, are there any supplements or anything with natural herbs or Eastern medicine that I recommended? And at the time, I looked at the market and I didn't see anything that I actually liked. No natural herbs that were being used in conjunction with Western medicine.
Growing up in a very traditional Chinese household, my mom always used Eastern medicine to help support our health. It was very effective, and we thought that this was something that was missing in the pet supplement industry.
That's when me and Emily joined forces in 2017 and decided to create Pet Organics, our own pet supplement line that I custom formulate. We make sure that all the ingredients are high quality, effective dosing, and clean because we want the best for our pets. Working with Emily over the years has been really amazing. I love that we're a women-owned company. We both are mothers of 2 children. We both have dogs.
We both just want our pets to live a very high-quality life and be happy. What's next at Farah is we're going to keep growing, keep working hard.
We're going to keep creating new supplements to really better the lives of pets all over the world.
Is my mic okay? just spoke with the usual suspect Flyball team. They have a couple more demos going on today in the off-leash dog park, but I can't believe Flyball is so detail-oriented. There's small dogs, big dogs. You can all be on a team together. Team sport. I loved our guest. So thank you to the usual suspect Flyball team. Up next, we have Charlie from Body and Mind Canine.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Charlie. I'm Mary Kate.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So you are one of the judges today
Yes.
for bark dancing, and you've been doing some bark dancing stuff. What is the bark dancing area right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So bark dancing, it's basically we created 4 different dance steps for dogs. And it's a chance for owners and their dog to kind of bond together and go over a few different movements. But also in my training, I do a lot of fitness. So if the dogs do all 4 moves 3 times a day, it's a nice little all body HIIT workout for them.
Okay. And you own Body and Mind Canine,
Yes, I do.
which it's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You and other coaches, I was reading, teach empowering training methods.
Yes.
So trying to give the pet parent that empowerment when they're training. So can you give me a little bit more information about that?
So we're a judgment-free zone, basically. So whatever dog's in front of us, that's how we train the dog. So
Right.
we get everything from like a super stubborn dog that maybe we need to use some tools on them. But most of our stuff is positive treats, but we're not gonna bash anybody for whatever they use.
Right. Whatever works.
Whatever works for them and that team, we're gonna empower them and teach them how to use it safely and properly.
Right. And I know for me, like me being confident in training my dog,
Yeah.
I think that's a huge thing because a dog, they're pretty confident, little things.
For the most part.
But me, I'm like, I have no idea. I don't know if I'm doing this right. So I feel like it's pet parent and the pet.
Yeah, and that's where our coaching comes in. That's why we call ourselves dog lifestyle coaching, because we're really coaching the pet parent on how to move through life with their dog. Right? The dog's just like looking to their owner, like, help. What are we supposed to do? And so I'm telling the pet owner, this is what you're going to tell them. Right? This is how we're going to move through.
Okay, I need to hire your services
Yes.
immediately.
Let's go. We're in Long
'cause
Beach.
I know that my dog, he knows how to work the system with me. He's got me wrapped around his little paw.
He knows the levers to pull.
Oh my gosh, and I fall for it every time.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Those
he's just so
eyes.
cute. He's got a little beard and I love it.
They get us every time.
Every time. So what other services do you have? Like, can you go over some of the services and explain to people at home how they can book you and what
Absolutely.
services they could book?
So we do private sessions and group classes. Our dog coaching, like I said, is me coaching the pet owner with the dog there, but I also do just training where the people can drop off their dog for an hour or the full day, and we'll do the training, and then they get a mini coaching session when they come back to pick us, where it's a face. Dogs are different. Build the dog community with the people.
That's incredible. What's been your most challenging, I think? I mean, you don't have to name names.
Yeah.
It might be my dog when I come in, but what has been your most challenging kind of story?
The dogs that are scared of things. I have a dog who is probably my favorite dog, and he's the most challenging. And if she's watching, she knows who I'm talking about. He's terrified of bicycles.
Oh,
absolutely petrified. And everything we've tried with him that normally you would do doesn't work. So we've had to completely flip the scale, and everything you think wouldn't work is what works for him.
Really? So what would you do in that kind of situation where you do have something, maybe a little more unique, like being afraid of bikes?
Yes.
Sometimes maybe those original, ideas that you had, you might have to go back to the drawing board and come up with some other ideas.
So normally with a dog that's fearful, we're going to do a lot of counter conditioning, a lot of like treat and clicker work. He did not care. I mean, we've tried in the house in his favorite place with his favorite stuff, as safe as possible. The second he sees a tire of a bike, it's over.
Really?
So we actually had to go the opposite spectrum and apply a little bit more pressure onto him. And now he's like, let's go. We can do it. He's still scared of bikes, but he can work through it a little bit faster. Right? And that's all we care about.
I mean, it's so crazy because there are dogs who nothing had happened with this certain thing, but it's just
It's
terrified.
That thing is scary. I've never seen it before. It's gonna get me.
I mean, I get it. I'm afraid of balloons, so I feel like
I'm petrified of snakes. Nothing's ever happened.
But
no way, man.
Yeah, snakes, balloons, definitely. You know, balloons are super rational fear. So what? So your most challenging. What's been your best, success story?
Oh man, I honestly want to say my own dog, and yesterday was her big success. I've had her for 5 years now, and she came from the side of the road. She's 10 pounds. She is vicious, and I mean vicious. But yesterday we did our first pack hike, and she did so amazing. There was like 27 dogs there, and she just was like, let's go.
Wow.
And so I was a proud dad moment for that.
Well, she definitely picked the right dad.
Yes.
got to get that training down and figured it
Exactly.
out. I mean, that's incredible.
It was a
So how
huge
long did
moment.
it take to get her to that point?
It has been incremental for the last 5 years. So that's the important part for people to know, is if you have a severely reactive dog,
yes,
and you go to a trainer and you're like, those sessions didn't work, it's really about sticking with it.
Right.
It's
yeah.
sticking with it and not giving up on your dog.
Yeah. What are some other tips that you can give to pet parents about how to stick to that training? I know consistency obviously is a big one.
My favorite thing is a little unconventional is hire multiple trainers. So a lot of my people will hire me for certain things, but also have trainers on the side for other things. It's having a team around you, right? Your vet, your groomer, and then a multiple trainers. It's the best way to invest your money in your dog.
Right. I mean, because everyone kind of has their own
specialty.
niche, and they can help with that.
Exactly.
That's incredible. That is so cool.
Yes.
I mean, I will definitely be bringing my dog Zero.
Zero
might be your most challenging.
We'll see about that.
But I don't know, maybe 5 years. That seems like a long time. He's a Jack Russell mix.
So mine's a Jack Russell Dachshund.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
that makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense.
We also offer free classes in Long Beach 3 times a week. So you can come check those out as well.
Okay, I will definitely be there. Well,
Absolutely.
Charlie is going to get back to bark dancing and going to judge later. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Charlie,
Thank you
for
so much
being
for
here. I
having
really
me.
appreciate it. And I will be filling out the form on your website after.
Perfect. Thanks for having me.
Bye. Thank you. All right. After this commercial break, I will be talking to SoCal Wienerfest, as well as popular influencer account, the cat mom, Khaleesi Cat and Mary Alex. So stay tuned.
The world of interactive play, where fun meets furry friends. Introducing the Jaspit Snuffle Puzzle Plush, the ultimate toy for your fur-legged companion. Designed to stimulate your dog's senses and encourage natural foraging instincts, this innovative toy provides hours of entertainment and mental stimulation. With its durable construction and interactive design, the Dog Snuffle Puzzle Plush is perfect for dogs of all ages and sizes. Watch as your beloved pet engages with the various compartments, sniffing out hidden treats and exploring the plush puzzle with delight. Say goodbye to boredom and hello to endless fun-filled moments with your furry friend. Make playtime unforgettable for your canine companion. Try the Dog Snuffle Puzzle Plush today. Welcome to the world of interactive play, where fun meets furry friends. Introducing the Jaspit Snuffle Puzzle Plush, the ultimate toy for your fur-legged companion. Designed to stimulate your dog's senses and encourage natural foraging instincts, this innovative toy provides hours of entertainment and mental stimulation. With its durable construction and interactive design, the Dog Snuffle Puzzle Plush is perfect for dogs of all ages and sizes. Watch as your beloved pet engages with the various compartments, sniffing out hidden treats and exploring the plush puzzle with delight. Say goodbye to boredom and hello to endless fun-filled moments with your furry friend. Make playtime unforgettable for your canine companion. Try the Dog Snuffle Puzzle Plush today. Welcome to the world of interactive play, where fun meets furry friends. Introducing the Jaspit Snuffle Puzzle Plush, the ultimate toy for your fur-legged companion.
Welcome back to Pawlympics 2024. I just spoke with Charlie from Body and Good Mind Canine. Next, I have Danny and Stephanie from the SoCal Wienerfest. Oh, hi. You guys can,
We brought wieners.
Bring all of them.
Oh yes,
Hi.
this is Jazzy.
Hi, Jazzy. I'm Mary Kate. She says hello. Nice to meet you. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today. I read a little bit about SoCal Wienerfest. Started in 2016. It's an annual festival. Tell me all about it and how it started.
Absolutely. Well, it got started because there was a group of us on really Instagram, and way back when we called ourselves the Ween team, and we just were really into our dachshunds, really doxy obsessed. And so a couple of our friends, Allison and Katrina, had the idea, why don't we make an actually big meetup? You know, props to the corgis. They've always had Corgis Beach Day, and we were like, well, we want one too. And that's really what created SoCal Wienerfest.
Had to get the corgis, make it bigger.
Maybe a little competition, but no, we love the corgis too.
Absolutely.
Our fellow long and low friends.
Oh, that's so amazing. So you just had your SoCal Wienerfest this year, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm like very upset that I missed it.
Next year.
I will be there next year, trust me. But tell me, how was it?
Oh, it was fantastic. We had tons of different events.
Yeah, we had costume contest, which is a fan favorite, races that Danny runs, which is a lot of fun. Hot dog eating contest, cup eating, longest wiener, shortest wiener.
Oh, that's so
people
funny.
live for all of the wiener dog contests
and so those are the kind of events you have every year, or do they change up? Or
well, we have some fluctuation. As Stephanie mentioned, the races are kind of our like bread and butter. All the weenies. I think because they're so short with their tiny little legs, it's just such a fun spectacle to see.
I could watch that for hours.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't want them to because they wouldn't get tired, but I could watch it for hours.
We can't get enough of it. And so, yeah, we've got the races every year. We do have contests every year. Some fluctuate here and there.
Okay.
But we always have contests. We always have the races, and we always have vendors as well.
Awesome. So for both of you, what is your favorite part about SoCal Wienerfest?
Hard to pick one. I am biased, of course. I love the races, but I think truly my favorite part is seeing all of the wiener dogs. They look like there's just like long hair, short hair, wire hair, the different coats. There's so many kinds of wiener dogs that you can have.
Like these two right here. I mean,
they don't even look
exactly.
So just seeing all of the different types together is just so darling.
Oh, and getting everyone together.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that would be my favorite. It's just seeing the community come together, and it just continues to get bigger and bigger. And to see everyone excited to just see wiener dogs, like, can I pet your dog? Can I pet your dog?
You're like,
it's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what I would be doing.
We live for it.
That's what I would be doing all day. I feel like I've almost needed to be like chained back from.
Oh no, we love it.
Dogs
Please come
here,
and pet all pups.
Okay.
Jazzy loves it.
Oh my god! Oh, I can't. They're so cute. So I saw, besides Wienerfest, obviously just being so much fun for everyone that goes and the dogs. One of your goals was to help promote rescues and to give awareness to IVDD.
Absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I'd love to. Actually, Jazzy herself is an IVDD survivor. A couple years ago in 2021, she had major spinal surgery on both ends of her spine, and it was really worrisome. It's kind of the nightmare that we have as wiener dog owners. And of course, she has had a fantastic, amazing recovery, and she's doing great. And we want to make sure that people know, yes, IVDD is real. Here's what you can do to prevent it.
Right.
And so we partner with our friend April and Lilo, Princess Lilo. She always comes and gives incredible information about IVDD awareness and kind of how to prevent it.
Right.
And then one of the things we like to do is honor our survivors with an IVDD survivor race. Yeah. So we always kick off our Dachshund Derby races with the IVDD survivors. When we're blessed with the wheelie pups, we have our wheelie races on the sand, which is just chaos and cute and adorable. And then even some of our IVDD survivors that, have their scoot bags or can run, IVDD is not a death sentence. And our wiener dogs can have very fulfilling, happy lives afterwards.
I mean, look at her, just thriving.
Yes.
Oh, that is so amazing. Having that fun aspect of it, but then also giving back and awareness. Was there anything you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, two of our rescues that we really support and try to have at our event is Dotson and Friends Rescue and Dotson's Rescues of Los Angeles. And we were able to raise a good amount of money for them this year to help, more of the wiener dogs and rescue dogs out there. So we're super excited to have them at our event. And they always have a great time.
I know.
Jazzy's really excited about our rescue partners.
Are you excited?
She loves them both.
Oh my, I can't with that face. Like, are you kidding me?
She gets all the treats. She knows what she's doing.
Oh, I will definitely give you some treats. Okay, so last question. Just had the SoCal Wienerfest. I think, did I see you guys have meetups and then next year, is it going to be around the same time? What future events do you have?
Well, we always have our annual SoCal Wienerfest in the same place in Huntington Dog Beach, and that's around the same time every year. So everyone can expect to see that again, usually mid-May, early June, sometime around there.
Okay.
But we do have some more events coming up this fall.
Okay. And where can people figure out what those events are?
So we're still nailing down the nitty-gritty, of course, but we will be having some fall events that include some races for our racers out there. And the best place to get our information is our Instagram. So just SoCal Wienerfest on Instagram. We also have a website that we'll post things to, but we're just, Instagram girls. So follow us there. You'll get the latest up-to-date information.
That's where you get all the info nowadays.
Yeah.
Instagram. So
Absolutely.
that makes so much sense. Anything else you wanted to add, or?
No, we're just excited to be here with positive management, and we were just talking to Vivian. We're super excited to have just the dog communities come together, and for the love of dogs, regardless of what breed they are. And we definitely brought some wiener dog crew here today to enjoy the event, and we're just happy to be here.
I will be done here, I think, around 4, and I am just gonna come pet wiener dogs the entire time.
Please do.
And Bonnie and Vivian are so amazing. So happy that they connected all of us.
Yes, we are so honored.
They really, endured this community and made us stronger, and I love it. So thank you so much for being here today. I will be there next year for the SoCal Wienerfest. Make sure to check them out on Instagram and get your tickets when they come out for next year. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Okay. Bye.
Bye. She says bye, best friend.
Oh, goodbye. I love you. I love you so much.
Little bark. She's like,
oh my God, I can't believe she spoke.
Oh,
come on. So funny.
I love hanging out with the dogs so much. We are going to move on to our next guest, which I am so excited about. I have talked to Mary. I've talked to you so much. Right?
Finally.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Love it.
I was like, there's someone that I'm interviewing later, and we've talked so much over email and social media for years now. And I'm like, I can't believe we're finally going to get to meet.
Dude, and thank you so much for inviting us out.
Of course.
And this is gorgeous. This is so cool.
Right? Yeah. It almost looks like a green screen because it's just so picturesque.
No, for sure.
So thank you for being here.
Of course.
You are the cat mom to Khaleesi Cat.
Yes,
The Khaleesi Cat.
The Khaleesi Cat.
And Khaleesi Cat, we love Khaleesi Cat. They make incredible content, a very, very successful pet influencer. So tell me, how did you get started with social media? Tell me about Khaleesi's story. I want to hear it all.
Of course, yeah. So I originally started in 2020, and believe it or not, the account that Khaleesi's is currently was just for me. It was the Mary Alex, not the Khaleesi Cat. And I was just posting random stuff, and then I just started posting like one video of her like doing this silly like singing song. We called her like the clumsy cat because I was getting into like shenanigans. So I posted it. Oh my goodness, sorry, this wind is like wow. So we posted just one video of her like singing.
Right.
And overnight it literally went from we had 5,000 followers and we're hardly getting any views.
Right.
And then overnight this one video got 100 million views. Yeah, I was like my phone started to like overheat.
100 million?
Yeah, it was insane. Like so like I can't even like
that is not just viral. That is super viral.
Yeah, I was like, okay. We had 100,000 followers overnight, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. So I ended up
gained 95,000 followers in one night.
Yeah. It was just like overnight insane.
That is absolutely. I don't think I've ever heard of a jump that big.
Yeah, and I was originally doing social media. Well, I was doing producing for NBC at the time.
Right.
And we all got furloughed. This was 2020. And this was just kind of like my side thing, right? I thought this would just be like a fun little thing to do.
But when that blew up, I was like, let me use my production skills and love for animals, of course,
Absolutely.
and combine them and really make an account that is dedicated to her. So I quickly changed the name from the Mary Alex to the Khaleesi cat, because I was like, it's okay. People want to see her.
Pivot.
I get it. I was like, I get it. I want to see her more.
Right,
You know, so I
no.
was like, okay.
Yes.
I was like, I absolutely adore this. So that's kind of just how the Khaleesi cat was born. And ever since then, you know, we post videos of her. She twerks now.
Oh,
she does rapping.
those are
She's
my
just so
favorite
fun.
videos. Just like the little.
Yeah. She's like, she dances better than me at this point, and I'm like, girl, you got to show me your moves.
No, I mean, Mary Alex, you know, she was a producer
Jesus.
for NBC, but you really have that like production value.
Thank
in
you so much.
Khaleesi's videos.
Thank you.
They are incredible, and I couldn't even like fathom where to start to make my dog, you know, do some of these. But then you've created your own niche of content.
Thank you. Yeah.
And so for other people who are interested in kind of following your footsteps and want to get into this world, what would you recommend to for them starting off?
Yeah, for sure. I would just recommend post things you love, right? I mean, I started off just posting silly videos of Khaleesi because I love to do it, right? She's my baby. I love her, and I knew I wanted to see more of her, but so did, I guess, 1.6 million people, which is just so cool. So I post content that genuinely just makes me happy. If I laugh, like I'm not trying to, you know, break the algorithm or figure that out. I just want to do something that's just fun and authentic.
Yes.
So I would say just post things that make you laugh, because odds are it will make somebody else laugh too,
Right.
of course.
Authentic's that big word.
Yeah, of course. And then also post things that make animals feel comfortable. If you're going to, you know, do pet influencing, don't, you know, like a lot of times people on our accounts will be like, why is Drogo not in these videos? And I'm like, the simple answer is because he doesn't want to be. I mean, he's very active. He loves to run around. He loves to play. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I will never be like, you have to sit here. You have to do these like content.
And that's so important.
And Khaleesi's the opposite. Khaleesi, the second we set up the camera and the lights, she knows she's getting those cat go-gurts, and she's like, I am going to eat right now. She's like so excited. Yeah,
she's like, I'm a star.
Yeah, I'm a star. Yeah, no, literally every time. And she, like my partner Jordan, who also helps run the Khaleesi cat.
Yes.
He works full time at Smarties, so he has to do a lot of like candy filming and stuff from our house. So he's setting up all these lights all the time for his job. But Khaleesi always thinks it's for her, so she'll come and like sit in the middle of the sets and like try to. Oh, but like Khaleesi, your filming's later, sweetie. So
she's like, no, mom, I am a star.
Yeah, she's like, I want
put me on the screen.
Now.
Yes.
So she's the total opposite. So I think like, you know, find stuff that you love, make sure your animal's comfortable with it, and then just do it, right? I mean, there's, I think a lot of people hesitate when posting, but it's like, just have fun. Who cares if nobody shows up? Just do stuff that you love, and the people that will love it too will follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree, because I'll like post something and then a minute later I'll be like, oh gosh, that was actually really cringy. I'll delete it.
No, don't do that. It's the worst.
But
just leave it up.
Need to just let it go, because then I could get 95,000 followers in one night for a video I had no idea was going to blow up.
You never know.
And another point you touched upon was making sure your pets are comfortable.
For sure.
Which I think is huge.
So
you know, at Pets on
important.
Cue, the Animal List, a huge aspect to animal acting, pet influencer work, really any kind of animal talent work, is the safety and comfortability of the pet.
Yeah.
So you saying that, I love.
Yeah.
Because we'll have some people that have wanted to work, you know, with Pets on Cue before. We look at their content, we're like, ooh, that pet does not look happy.
Right.
I'm like, that's not really, you know, you want to make sure your pet's having just as much fun as you
Yeah.
are, or at least getting all the treats in the world.
Yes, for sure. Yes, she knows she gets all the treats. And there's days, I mean, I'll tell you, there's days she doesn't want to do it, but we'll never force her. So we're like, all right, we'll pick it up tomorrow, or even a few days. I mean, it's really just up to her, and we're just along for the ride.
Authentic,
for sure,
yes.
yeah.
So with all the different, I mean, you have this very, you know, niche content style that you've created.
Yeah.
But what content have you seen the most success with? Has it been the twerking videos, or what?
Oh man, I think like, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. It's like, I'm just gonna say like poop posting, kind of, you know, like it's just very like random silly stuff. We love the memes. The more unhinged, the better.
Yes.
It's you know, the dancing, the twerking that she does. She dances on her own. But we also discovered this weird like AI that like makes her like into this weird cat humanoid. It's scary.
Yes.
But it's so funny. And those do so well.
It's
so like
funny.
the more unhinged, the more goofy. We've been making a lot of memes and stuff.
Right.
That's really our niche, and we love to see it. That's my humor. I mean, I'm a huge SpongeBob and Shrek girly, so I'm like, I just incorporate all those sounds and silliness.
Well, I think
into my
that, you know,
stuff.
we can say everyone definitely thinks you're funny because everyone loves your
Oh, thank
content.
you so
Like
much.
you are
Appreciate it.
hilarious because I know Khaleesi's not typing those captions and coming up with the style.
No, she just sits on the laptop while I'm trying to edit. So that's her contribution, and she does great at it.
and just meows at you
Yeah.
and expects
Yeah, for
pats.
sure.
Oh my god. So with the changes in being a pet influencer,
Right.
you know, even changes with algorithms,
Mhm.
changes with new platforms coming
Yeah.
up, changes with people wanting to see more authenticity. How have you been able to stay so successful and keep posting
Yeah.
content that keeps getting those numbers?
I think the real thing is it goes back to the authenticity, right? So as long as you're doing what you love, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, right? As long as you're yourself and you're posting what you feel happy about.
Yes.
The difference is between like maybe the algorithm or maybe there's a change in type of app or whatever,
Right.
are so slight when it's just stuff that you're doing that you love. Right?
Yes.
So I think like no matter like with the TikTok ban and stuff like that, like it's scary, of course.
Yeah.
But I just know like as long as people keep loving Khaleesi and have fun with our humor, that's never going to change.
Yes.
So the platforms changing really isn't like that huge of a deal for us. Yeah.
You've built a community.
Right, right.
You've really created this engaged community
Yeah.
that loves Khaleesi.
Yeah.
And it's so, I mean, I know your merch. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to get some
Thank
Khaleesi
you.
merch.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how many other, you know, avenues you can go
Yeah.
from being a pet influencer.
Right.
So what tips do you have for, we kind of went over this, but what tips do you have for pet parents like yourself
Yeah.
to be successful and, you know, maybe take it from a part-time thing to full-time thing?
Right. I would say consistent in that. But be consistent. I mean, beyond just are happy. See, even if you work a normal like 10 to 5 or whatever,
Right.
make a time that for you. Don't do
Yes.
something that's too crazy. Don't box yourself into I need to do 3 to 5 posts a day, right? I mean, do something that works for you. You don't want to get burnt out, but you still want to have fun with it. So just make
Absolutely.
sure you're consistently posting. You're not scared to show up. Even if your videos get a few views, don't take them down. Wait it out. You got this.
That's how mine
I'm
are.
Sure they are amazing.
I'll be like, oh, this
So-
is the best video I've ever made. I post it, 200 views.
Right.
2 likes, and it's
But that's
me
okay.
and my husband.
That's really okay. Like I think about it this way, right? If there were 200 people right there, that's a lot of people. It's not just there's only 200 views. There's still people showing up for you.
point.
So you got to keep posting and doing what you love.
I
because
needed that
that's-
confidence boost
yes,
today.
you got this. And
Okay.
everybody wants to create.
Everyone
you
at
got
home.
this too. Okay, like just keep posting, have fun, be yourself, and just be really kind and happy to your animals.
I love that. Okay, last question. What is your favorite part about being in the pet influencer space?
Yeah. Well, number one, of course, the fans. I'm so thankful. Again, that 1.6 million is just crazy to me. I can't even like fathom it. So it's just thank you guys so much for supporting. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without you guys. But because of that, I mean, of course, we've been able to work with brands and do all these national campaigns. That's great.
Yes.
But my absolute favorite part is being able to give back to the organizations. All of my pets are rescues. Khaleesi, Drogo, Ali, and Lottie are all from rescue shelters.
Wow.
And one of the first campaigns we worked with was this company, and they reached out to us and they're like, we want to send you like 10 cat trees. And I'm like, that's great, but I don't need that.
Right.
So I messaged them back and I said, I would love to work with you too, but instead of giving it to us, you directly give it to a local animal shelter. And I was like, well, make a video about it, but I want to have it donated to a cause. And they were like, 100%. So we ended up doing these videos, but giving it all away. And this is actually the animal shelter we adopted Drogo from. So it was like a full circle moment. And ever since then, like that's just one of my favorite parts. It's like something,
that just shows that
Right.
you love what you're doing because it's not just about a check at
Right,
the end of
for
the day.
sure, yeah.
You're like, I want to give back
Yeah.
to this community that supports me
Yeah.
so much and loves me so
Yeah.
much.
So-
and you don't need 10 cat trees.
Right,
Come
exactly.
on.
No,
Like-
nobody needs that, but
Right.
the shelters do, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm just so excited to be able to work with these organizations. Like our rescue dog Lottie, she was
like she was in North Carolina, which was like an 8-hour drive for us, and we wanted to adopt her. She's my second senior dog rescue,
right?
And we were like, we want to get her, but it was just too hard. And a
Yeah.
fan reached out to us
Mhm.
that transports animals from across the country to different rescues.
Wow.
So it's like we've been able to connect with people like that too to rescue directly for us too.
You've really got that
So
community,
it's really,
which
really
is so
awesome.
impressive
Yeah,
to
for
have
sure.
1.7 million followers and to still have such an engaged community, because that is a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you so
200,
much.
1.7
Yeah,
So-
thank you. 1.6, but that's
1.6.
1.7.
1.7 after this is done.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you
We
so much for
appreciate
being
you
here.
guys.
I can't wait to work
Yes,
together more in the
yes.
future and hang out more.
Yes, for sure.
So happy we finally got
thank
to
you for
meet.
having us out, and we're gonna
Yes.
go explore the rest
Please
of this.
go explore and we'll chat later.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was great to talk to you.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love her. Love you. After this commercial break, we are going to spotlight some amazing rescues. We have a presentation from Bob's Sketchers, and we are going to be talking to Dr. De Silva. So stick around for more.
It's never been easier to put on your shoes and help pets in need at the same time. With new hands-free, it's never been easier to put on your shoes and help pets in need at the same time. With new hands-free Skechers Bobs for Dog Sport slip-ins, just slip in and go without touching your shoes. Then for every pair sold, Skechers makes a donation to help pets in need. And they've already donated over $10 million and helped save over 2 million pets. Plus, Skechers Bobs for Dog Sport slip-ins are machine washable and come in athletic, fashionable styles for men and women. Help save pets in need with new hands-free Bob's Sports slip-ins from Skechers.
Welcome back to Pawlympics 2024. I just spoke to Mary Alex from the Khaleesi Cat. Make sure to give them a follow. Up next, I'm so excited to meet Dr. De Silva, Dr. Lauren De Silva from Modern Animal. Hi.
Hi, so
I'm
nice
Mary
to meet
Kate.
you. Hi, Mary Kate.
Oh, I love a hug.
Me too.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so I read about you and you were so impressive. I was reading about your schooling, and so tell me about your story and how you got into being a vet.
Sure. I mean, I like a lot of young kids, always loved animals, but I kind of found my calling right after freshman year of college.
Right.
I was looking for a job. It was hard to find work, and I decided, you know what, I'll just work at my local veterinary hospital, where all my pets went. I grew up with dogs, obviously, and dogs and cats, and that's where you find your early love for and your passions.
Right.
And when I started working as a kennel attendant and worked my way up to like a veterinary assistant, I realized that this profession, there's so much that we get to do as nurses, as doctors, as hosts, and we can really impact a lot of lives, people and pets.
Oh, absolutely.
So I ended up, going to vet school after, after college, did an internship, and I've been in LA working for 14 years ever since.
And you're from LA?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from the Valley.
Oh, Valley girls. I'm an 818.
Oh, good. See, I still kept my phone number.
Oh, same. I will never give up my
Me
818.
neither.
I swear.
Exactly. But so I've been working in the LA area for 14 years, and I've been with her for 2 years now.
Okay.
And it's a dream. It's great.
And tell me about Modern Animal. I am so impressed by what I see, and I just want to know more.
Sure. I mean, we are an LA startup.
Okay.
We're a technology and hospital company. We started. Well, our first hospital opened in the pandemic in 2020, so it was less than ideal.
Oh my gosh.
But we've grown to over 20 hospitals, both in Southern California, Northern California, and Texas, and we're continuing to expand. So I'm the lead veterinarian at the downtown location.
Yes.
We opened in September, and we've had just such a warm welcome and reception from our neighbors, and it's been great.
And so, what makes Modern Animal different? Like, what kind of sets them apart? Because you said the tech side of it too, and I noticed that they're very like beautiful website. I was like, oh, this is a vet. Like, this is amazing.
I wasn't even looking for a new job, and I went down the rabbit hole just like you did too. So, I mean, you know, we don't just design thoughtful, like beautiful spaces. It's not just like a beautiful app or a beautiful website, although those are helpful.
Yes.
But you know, what really I think sets us apart is not only having increased accessibility to veterinary care. Like you can book, you know, an appointment on your phone. You don't have to call and be on hold and wait for somebody to help you. You could do it based on your availability. We have the ability to help with urgent care appointments. So we try to have same day, next day availability. You know, obviously the resources for your information's at your fingertips. But we've really embraced technology. So we have virtual care access. So nurses that are around 24/7 helping to triage questions, little and big.
So great.
And then I think the other thing that sets us apart is our commitment to transforming the industry and trying to make it better. So it's for us humans that take care of our pets and love our pets, but also for the people, the healthcare providers that work so hard. So I think the commitment to the human aspect, it seems so silly. Obviously, hopefully we all care about pets, and of course we do. But I think the human side gets forgotten, and that's something that's really important to us.
Absolutely. I mean, because I have 4 pets. I don't know why I just said 3. One of them's gonna kill me. But
which one?
Yeah, I know. Definitely one of my cats. But I mean that. You know, I hate to say I love convenience, but I really do. But also that convenience that helps me take better care of my pets when maybe I don't have that time, but I can talk to someone and ask them questions. I mean, that's so important.
Well, that's what our members love about what we're providing is we're, again, increasing that access to that care. When you're panicking in the middle of the night because your pet needs something, you want a medical professional to be able to tell you it's okay, or you need a medical professional to tell you this is an emergency, this can't wait till tomorrow. And to have that peace of mind, that clarity, I think is really comforting.
Absolutely.
So I've been really excited about what we're providing to the community.
Instead of like me frantically on
Googling,
Google, Reddit, like who has had this happen before? But I don't trust any of it. But it like somehow I'm trying to make myself feel better. But I'm like, the only thing that's going to make me feel better is going to the vet. So having that access is just incredible. And I'm sure I can't wait to go to Modern Animal. And I'm sure it's going to be very successful.
Thank you.
So gonna go off topic. I mean, not off topic, but
let's do it.
You know, what are the most common health issues you're seeing in pets today?
That's a great question. I think the simplest answer is bad teeth. So dentistry is really a big issue in our pet community. Skin issues and allergies are very common, and behavioral issues. So like anxiety, anxiety going to the vet, anxiety, you know, separation anxiety when you leave the home. You know, those sorts of things are very common things I see.
I mean, especially after, I know for my dog, like after COVID, because I was with him all the time, 24/7. And now, you know, I still work from home, but I still go out of the house he gets very nervous about it. And I'm like, is it because we did spend so much time together? And it seems like you are kind of seeing those different challenges coming from pet parents and their pets.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had, you know, there was always a big percentage of the population that has anxiety, but we're definitely seeing more and more pre-pandemic and post-pandemic.
And so what kind of treatments would you provide for anxiety?
Sure. I mean, you know,
depends.
I mean, it's always very personalized to the scenario. I mean, There are some calming supplements that are over the counter that people can look into as well. But obviously that's part of what we do in clinic, is to do physical exams, make sure there aren't underlying medical conditions to explain the anxiety. And then again, we can customize those kind of treatment plans once we do that.
Right.
And that's actually a good thing to leverage with our virtual care doctor appointments, is you could also do follow-up behavioral consultations, but don't have to bring your pet to the vet once you've established a relationship with like an in-clinic team. So
I'm sure the pets are like, yes, get to just do a virtual.
Exactly.
That's so great, though.
No,
I mean, for
the
both.
telemedicine is really changing and reshaping the way that we're providing vet care. And that's why, again, we're called Modern Animal because we're modern, right?
Yes.
So we are leveraging that technology and utilizing it so we can provide better medical quality.
I did not even know that, telehealth was being used so much in vet care. I mean, I know Modern Animal is definitely kind of making that step first in a lot of ways, but I think that's so great because I love telehealth. If I don't have to like put on, jeans and I can wear my sweats all the time. I was going to say pants, but okay, you said it, not me.
No, it's great.
If I don't, and I can, get my prescription, talk to a doctor, like, that is incredible. And I'm sure pets feel the same exact way. What are the key aspects for preventive care for pets?
I mean, there's a lot of cornerstones of preventative care, right? There's vaccinations to help prevent disease, right? Contagious infectious diseases, like the flu, for example. Obviously, preventative care also includes things for like flea control, heartworm disease, GI parasites. There's a lot of products out there that we could discuss in clinic as well.
Right.
And then honestly, I mentioned teeth is such a big thing, and brushing our pets' teeth regularly is really important and often overlooked.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And when you say regularly,
you're going to laugh. You're supposed to brush your pet's teeth every day. I know. And if you're able to commit to that, I think that's really important. But I'm happy if our clients could do it like a few times a week.
Right.
Every little bit helps. But, we don't provide the same level of dental care to our pets as we do for ourselves. And that's why, like, as much as you can do, it does make a big difference. And I do see the difference in clinic when I do appointments.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
You're
go
gonna
home
recommit
and brush all of my pets' teeth tonight. Make sure they're sparkly and clean. Oh my gosh. Okay, you just made me.
Do it. It's just about setting, like that expectation for yourself. It's a habit that forms, and it takes some time.
We should all have to do it together. We can all stand in front of the mirror together as we do
Yes,
it.
yes.
What are the current trends you're seeing in pet nutrition? We have a lot of brands here and all. Yes.
Sure. I mean, I do think that there's a big trend for fresh, like the fresh food approaches and less preservatives. And I think that that's a good direction that we're heading in.
Yep.
From a medical perspective, there are trends in raw diets and grain-free food, but there are cautions and concerns with those too.
Yes.
And so again, like we try to be very honest and transparent about what research does show, and then we oftentimes will kind of work with pet parents to find the right balance, the right mix.
Yeah, just like humans, pets are different too.
Trends don't always mean that they're the right, like the healthiest.
Exactly.
But they are on trend.
Yes, very trendy. Last question. What advice would you want to give to someone who would like to become a vet and see the same success that you've had?
I think the first step is honestly checking out your local veterinary hospital, whether that's, kind of volunteering or getting a job if you're starting off early in your potential career.
Right.
Because it's not for everybody. It's, it's an intense profession.
I don't know how you guys do that. Major props.
But it's also very fulfilling.
Oh,
We have obviously a booth here at the Pawlympics, and like half the people that are here are already Modern Animal members. I get to see patients that I've already taken care of, and a lot of great success stories, and we're reaching a lot of people, that are new to us. But I think just getting being very well formed about the veterinary profession.
Right.
You know, it's not for everybody, but if someone's interested, it's a very fulfilling career.
That's amazing. Well, I cannot wait to become a new client of Modern Animal.
I can't wait for you to be a Modern Animal.
I'm going to be driving from Ventura to downtown LA just to go to the vet, just so I could see you. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the hard work you do. You're so vital to our pets, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to
meet you too. Thank you. After this next commercial break, we will be talking to some more amazing people in the pet industry, so don't miss out.
At the Lovejoy Foundation, every wagging tail tells a story of hope. Each dog here carries a dream, the dream of loving a home. Some are full of energy, ready to share endless joy. Others are gentle souls just waiting to share their love. And some are seniors with ears of wisdom and heart full of sweetness. At the Lovejoy Foundation, we believe every dog deserves a chance. At the Lovejoy Foundation, every wagging tail tells a story of hope. Each dog here carries a dream, the dream of loving a home. Some are full of energy, ready to share endless joy. Others are gentle souls just waiting to share their love. And some are seniors with ears of wisdom and heart full of sweetness. At the Lovejoy Foundation, we believe every dog deserves a chance.
Rebo. Welcome back to the Pawlympics. We just spoke to Lauren, Dr. Lauren De Silva from Modern Animal. She gave great insight to your pet health and becoming a vet. I will definitely be signing up to be a client, to be at Modern Animal in downtown LA, where Dr. Lauren De Silva is located. Up next, we have something very exciting. It's a surprise presentation from Bob's from Skechers. Come on in.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Rebo.
Hi, Rebo. Mary Kate.
Hey, Mary Kate.
Nice to meet you. Okay. I've always wanted to see one of these checks, massive checks in person. You take it to the bank.
Yeah, I know. You have to bring a giant pen.
Put it into the ATM. Yeah. I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go and talk about this check here today.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Well, again, my name is Rebo McFadden. I work with Skechers, based in Manhattan Beach. And on behalf of Bob's from Skechers and also the Petco Love Foundation, we're graciously donating $1,000 to this amazing charity, the DaisyLu Ranch, that does amazing work with senior dogs.
Yes.
It hits close to my heart because I have a senior dog who's blind. And this is
Hi, I'm Toni. Hi, Toni. Hi. This is so great. And the DaisyLu Ranch, you're located in Camarillo, right?
California.
And your main focus is helping and rescuing senior dogs
and hospice dogs, yeah.
Which I'm sure, bills would kind of start building up. You need a lot of donors and a lot of help to continue your amazing mission.
Yes.
So, Bob's from Skechers, they are huge with donating to animal rescues. Every shoe bought.
Yeah, we A portion of the proceeds goes to one of our charities, and
Yes.
we've recently just hit a milestone of $11 million donated since we started this program, which has saved over 2 million shelter animals.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard it.
Sure, all over?
Live TV.
Oh, well. There we go.
What are their names, by the way?
Okay, so this is Barney. Barney's 13 years old. Barney, say
Barney.
hi over here. And then this is Gina. Gina's also 13.
Okay.
And Gina was found as a stray in a parking lot. And Barney's from the shelter. We mainly rescue dogs from the shelter, the ones that are at high kill shelters that are on the euthanasia list.
Nice. Well, again, we just want to say thank you, and also this is for you. So, did you bring your big purse?
Thank you.
Yeah, where's your big wallet? Just gonna put it in the back pocket. But that's so amazing. And thank you from Bob, from Skechers, for supporting rescues. They need all the support for their amazing missions that they take care of dogs every day, animals in the world. Yes. So thank you so much for what you do. And thank you as well.
Of course.
I love it.
So thank you, Bob, for the Skechers.
Okay, might need some help bringing that. I think. That was so awesome. I want a big check. I don't even need it to like have any money on it. I just think they're really cool looking. After this commercial break, we will be talking to some more pet industry amazing people. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Pawlympics 2024. I am so beyond honored to have Krista from ReelTime Animal Rescue here with me. ReelTime Animal Rescue is the first live streaming network to help rescues around the world. So tell me all about it.
Oh, it's wonderful. We've been so honored. First off, thank you for having me.
Of
It's so
course.
wonderful to meet you, Mary Kate. It's an honor. But we are so blessed to actually be able to host this platform for registered animal welfare organizations who are out making a difference every single day.
Right.
What I call my heroes. They truly are heroes in action.
Yes.
So that's what we do. We allow them to live stream free of charge. It's no charge to them. It's just helping them get out to on a global scale and reach beyond their current base of supporters. That's what it's about.
And that's what they really need.
Yes,
they
exactly.
need that, marketing to help bring people to help their mission, get, animals adopted, everything. So it's just very inspiring what you do.
Well,
and
thank you.
And so tell me a little bit about your story. Like what motivated you, what inspired you,
Well,
to start
it's kind of
this?
an odd thing, right?
Uh-huh.
I've been an animal activist all my life. So it's a natural passion to just in an easy transition for me to move into real time.
Right.
But truly it started during COVID. And I always hate marking things by COVID because that's a negative thing. But real time came from this platform, developed from that COVID pandemic that we all experienced. And basically it was trying to help organizations that were closing their doors due to lack of funding. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know what it was like out here, but everybody went out and adopted pet for the 2 weeks of lockdown.
Everyone.
Emptied the shelters. Everybody was so happy.
It was great.
And then everybody returned them.
Yes.
So all of our shelters, and we're still upside down from it, Mary Kate. It's like nobody can get on top of it. So I literally prayed one night. I just asked the Lord to show me a way to bring a global free, I didn't think this was too big of a prayer, a free global platform for organizations to use to be just broadcast on their behalf and help them do what they do best. And literally ReelTime was born. So it's been a blessing to walk through these doors and watch what's happened. We feature every animal species. It's from marine life to exotics to domestic animals to equines. It's so much fun. Watch these people come on board with us and literally take you behind the scenes of rescue. And that's what they do. They put a phone on. Everybody has a cell phone pretty much.
Right.
So they go live, they live stream behind the scenes of rescue. And that's what makes us different. We're raw, we're real, and it's all in real time. So
I think people really do want to see real in anything they're watching. I mean, especially if it's content, like I would watch that all day, probably just like behind the scenes, but also helping a rescue or an organization, because what they do is so incredible. And you're like, how can I support this? How can I help you? How can I empty the shelter today? So I just think what you do is so inspiring and has so many followers, or subscribers on YouTube. People are definitely there. They are contributing and they're interested. And what is a typical day at work for you?
For me, it's basically bringing in organizations, letting them use our platform, exposing what we do. We're about ready to launch a whole new program called Compassion Education. And our goal, even though we are an entertainment network, we are a reality show, if you want to look at it that way. But our goal has always been education, because without education, you've got to reach that next generation.
Yes.
So we are launching this fall Compassion Education. It's called Connect and Inspire. And it'll be going stateside, K through 12, stateside in the classrooms, where our partners, our founding members, will be coming live into the classrooms. So it's all about inspiring the next generation, what we call land to sea conservation. Wow. So that is our next big thing that's going to launch in the next 8 weeks. Believe it or not, it's like we're right here on it. But it's
8
going to be
weeks is already fall.
I know. Can you believe it? You don't even want to hear how Christmas is 6 months away. Is that crazy? I know. Don't want to go
Well,
there.
that one I love Christmas.
I do too. I do too.
Especially with some of this heat today. I'm like, even though in California, it'll be 90 degrees on a December day. So what are some of who are some of the rescues that you work with, or who are some that you'd like to spotlight a little bit or give a little shout out?
They're all heroes. They're all amazing. And we are in 6 countries and around 34 states in the US already.
Wow.
So it's so much fun to watch them. Street dogs in India to the plains of Texas with wolf dogs and exotics. And we have, it's just amazing wildlife that's being sponsored up in Canada. So it's just wonderful. The wild Mustangs in Nevada. It's just really, really interesting to follow how they do what they do and make such an impact in their own little area and globally. It's just wonderful. But just take India, for instance. We have one group called Dharamsala Animal Rescue. And their mission is to literally help the street dogs. There are over 60 million street dogs in India. And they're all just roaming around. Well, they're hit and runs all the time. So they get called out, and the Stray Foundation of India as well, they do that. They're one of our partners. But the difference is education, and that's why we're trying to launch that as well. Trying to bring billboards out. That's what DAR's doing right now.
Yes.
Bringing billboards out, saying, slow down. You don't have to race around a car and hit a dog and then leave it for dead, which is what's happening. And we're launching 24/7 cams, and the first one goes live in Dharamsala, India. So that's going to be going live, I think, tonight. So it's exciting.
Tonight.
Fingers crossed.
Okay,
Yes,
everybody
yes.
make sure you check out.
Well, how about tomorrow night? Give us a
tomorrow
day
night
to kind of work through the little
make sure
kinks.
to check out tomorrow night, ReelTime Animal Rescue. So what kind of behind the scenes could you expect to see from a rescue?
Okay, because we are raw, we're real, and we're in real time.
Right.
You could see anything from You can see somebody drop a phone in the mud. You can say, but that's what we want. We don't want highly edited content.
Right.
When somebody literally goes live, you don't know what they're going to see. You don't know what they're going to experience.
Right.
So sometimes, unfortunately, it's not all positive because real life animal rescue is not 100. We're not in Snow White's garden yet.
Right.
We'll be there someday,
Yes,
but not yet.
yes.
So it's real. It's raw. You might see somebody literally out just mucking stalls, but it's what they do in sanctuary life. We have a beautiful organization called Goats with Horns. They're in Arizona, and they do phenomenal education pieces. They have goats, chickens, everything you can imagine, and they're constantly live streaming on that. So it's, you know, it's just fun to watch, to actually walk in their shoes and see what they do every single day.
I think you get to appreciate what they do a lot more because you're like, oh, I thought, you know, working at a rescue was going to be sunshine and rainbows all day, but no, there is a side which, you know, can be more difficult and be a little negative sometimes because you are dealing with animals who have been abused or abandoned, or so there is that, you know, side to it. But I think that's so important to show, and it goes back to the education.
It does.
And I think it's great.
It's all about education.
Nobody wants to see the over-edited stuff anymore anyway. I truly think like authenticity, we can see it in social media taking over, and you know, it's the same. I think it's the same thing. And like I said, I will be watching like
I'm so
every
glad.
live. So what impact have you been able to see?
Well, with Dharamsala alone, they on one video that they did, the founder told me it got 54,000 views on one educational video, one live stream. And that's what we are. We're a megaphone. Like I said, we're free. I mean, we're a marketing platform for these organizations to use free of charge. So that's what we do. We broadcast on their behalf. So we become a megaphone. All they have to do is go live. And that's what we're about. One other organization said, you know, we have donors. They hadn't mentioned a heat map. I've never heard of a heat map before. But she pulled it up and she said, we have donors in the Philippines, Austria, and the UK now.
Yeah.
That's what we're about, is how to reach beyond their current base of supporters.
Yes.
They might have 20,000 followers on Facebook.
Right.
But what about the other millions of people out there that's waiting to find them, to help them save more lives?
Because a lot of rescues, they kind of reach within a local area. They don't really reach outside of that local area. So giving them that ability and providing it, you know, for free and just shows how passionate you are about this.
Love it.
And
love it.
I mean, you can see so many other people with how many people you have supporting and following are also passionate and they want to be involved. And speaking of getting involved, how could like someone like me get involved? Like, what could I do to, I don't know, anything?
Oh, you're wonderful. Well, I'd take you home with me today and put you to work. Your energy is fantastic.
Deal.
But we're going to be opening up our platform in due season to people that want to share their love stories with their pets. That's going to be a lot of fun to see their own love stories, because I have my own. I'm not a rescue, but I've been a passionate animal activist all my life and rescued anything that needs it. It could be a worm after a rainy day, throwing it in the grass. Probably starved the robin, but I'm throwing the worms in the grass. Everything is all about your passionate story. So that's one thing we're going to be opening up. If you know of an organization that could use a platform like ours, pass our name on. That's what we're all about, is trying to get the word out about who ReelTime is, what we're doing, and the difference we're making for people. Because that's the goal.
There are so many rescues, and they small rescues. And so anyone at home, if you know a rescue, a local rescue that you love and could, I mean, I feel like every rescue could use ReelTime, and like such a great platform. Make sure to recommend them. I mean, free, like you're going to get help with getting the word out about adoptables, about donations. Like that's what rescues need.
And launching the education program. If somebody's a teacher, they want to bring our platform into their school system, get in touch with us.
Incredible.
It's going to be a lot of fun to see these classes, bringing our partners live in the classroom, talking about.
I wish I had that when I was in school. I'm like, that would be so much fun. So what is your ultimate goal with ReelTime Animal Rescue?
You know, we want to be the one-stop shop for animal enthusiasts globally. So we are starting a vegan and vegetarian cooking channel. So we'll have cooking menus out there. So we've impacted the animal kingdom if somebody downloads a vegan meal, right? That's what we're all about.
I love it.
Making change. So we want to have a platform that somebody wants to know something about animal welfare, go to ReelTime and you're going to get it through education. And again, education is the key to everything that we do.
So huge. I mean, if more people were educated, we would have less animals in rescues and
exactly, and starting a more compassionate world with the young people. You have to reach the youth to make a difference.
Absolutely.
And that's what we are totally committed to doing.
Absolutely. And I mean, I know a lot of, like, I'm a millennial and I treat my pets like they're my children.
Exactly.
But we need to keep that going, and we need to get all the animals out of the
Absolutely.
rescues, protect, help, save. And you can do that at our ReelTime Animal Rescue. So what is your favorite story from your time owning ReelTime Animal Rescue? Like,
oh my goodness, there's so many.
Yeah, what's
There's
your
so many.
favorite?
But one of them that actually was facilitated by our platform happened to be a little cat that she's 10 years old now, but she was adopted in Florida by a lady as a kitten. The lady moved away. Nobody knows why all this happened, but anyway, she passed away in, I think it was in Arizona. And the cat is now 10 years old, is in kidney failure. It ends up, the family takes it to animal control where they're going to euthanize this. So the founding partner calls me and says, well, the chip came back to me in Florida. I'll send a rescue person out there to pick up the cat, but they're going to euthanize it in so many hours. I was able to activate one of my partners who handles goats. It was the goats with horns. The partner there, she went and picked up this cat. She had been homesick all day. It was just a God thing that she was off.
Oh my gosh.
She went and picked up this cat, kept it for 2 days, let one of the volunteers fly in from Florida, pick up the cat, and take it home. Had I not had that reach, just by my partners, they're all incredible heroes. And they just do anything, even though she's not a cat rescue. She went to the pound, picked up that cat.
Dedication.
It is, exactly.
And that's what's so incredible about this industry and community is everyone, they are so dedicated to saving pets in any capacity. And if that means driving hours and hours and hours when you're sick to go get a cat, even though maybe you're allergic to cats or something, like, you still gonna do it because you have that passion, which I just love. And I feel the same way, but getting to be with people in this industry, such as yourself, who you could just feel that like compassion and passion for what you're doing, I just think is so incredible. So last question, what is up next for you? I know you spoke about the education program. Is there any more you want to touch on that? Is there any other, like you said, the live event for the India rescue?
The 24/7 cams. Yeah, we're going to be actually installing more 24/7 cams throughout the year. That's a phase that we are ready to do. So it's really interesting to allow people to kind of go inside the shelters, not just on live, to be watching 24/7 whenever they want. So that's going to be a very interesting thing. But the next big phase is compassion education. And we're going to be launching globally. It will start in the US. We'll take it to Canada and the UK probably by 26. And then 27, we're hoping to bring it all over the world. And that's the goal, because we have got to do this. If we're going to see a better world, if we're going to see a more compassionate world out there, we have to do this.
Yes.
And I don't know if I'll see it in my lifetime. You'll see it. I guarantee you. You're much younger than me, but you will see that. And that's the goal.
Right.
You know, we're starting a show that's a modern take on Mutual Omaha's Wild Kingdom. You're way too young to remember Marlon. You probably don't remember that one, do you, Marlon Perkins? No. They do have a new show out, but we're taking a modern spin on that. Where we will be letting our partners talk about their sanctuaries live in a show and bringing in the vegan and vegetarian cooking channel. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of really fun things that are happening.
You have so much going on. I am so like, I mean, I was impressed before I even met you, but you were an inspiration for people out there who want to make a difference, and you just went and you did it, which
God thing.
So appreciate everything that you do. Everyone, make sure you check out ReelTime Animal Rescue. If you know a local rescue, send their name over, get them signed up, and thanks again. I really appreciate it, and we'll talk a little bit more after. Okay, thanks, Krista. Okay, after this next commercial break, we will be talking to some other amazing pet industry experts besides Krista. She's the best. But stick around. We'll be right back.
Is your pet destined for the spotlight? At The Animalist, we turn that possibility into reality for pet owners like you. We welcome all pet talents, from starring in films to participating in search and rescue, content creation, protection, and even grazing. Getting started is simple. Sign up, create a captivating pet folio to showcase your pet's diverse talents, and list packages detailing their availability for jobs. Connect with those in need of the unique services you offer, from direct hires to responding to casting calls for open jobs. Our commitment to animal welfare and a seamless process ensures a positive experience for you and your star. Ready to share your pet's star quality? Start today and let your pet's talents shine in ways beyond imagination. The Animalist, where animal stars shine brighter.
It all starts with food. At Even Paws, we bring excitement to every meal with organic, holistic, natural, and whole food ingredients. Just the way nature intended. Every bite is crafted in small batches, made fresh daily to ensure your pets get the best. Our high standards mean healthier, happier pets, giving you more unforgettable moments together. Transform your pet's health with Even Paws and let the joy of fresh, wholesome food bring you closer to the paws you love. Even Paws, where every meal is a celebration of health and happiness.
What are we gonna do today? I'm a photographer and an influencer. I like to take Frap with me along on all my photo shoots, or as many as I can, because she's a perfect model. I love that Ziwi is versatile. Sometimes I use it as a topper or a full meal, and either way I know that she's going to get her nutrients in. I don't think I could live without her. She is the best dog and she's my companion. The most important thing to me is that she lives a long and healthy life, and that's why I feed Ziwi.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Dulake, and I'm a veterinarian and the co-founder of Pet Organics.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm co-founder of Pet Organics. I oversee all operations at Pet Organics, while Michelle is the creative mind behind these unique supplements.
I've been a practicing veterinarian for over 10 years. I got my acupuncture license for dogs and cats. I started doing acupuncture for pet owners that were interested in holistic medicine. At that time, a lot of my pet owners would ask me, are there any supplements or anything with natural herbs or Eastern medicine that I recommended? And at the time, I looked at the market and I didn't see anything that I actually liked. No natural herbs that were being used in conjunction with Western medicine.
Growing up in a very traditional Chinese household, my mom always used Eastern medicine to help support our health. It was very effective, and we thought that this was something that was missing in the pet supplement industry.
That's when me and Emily joined forces in 2017 and decided to create Pet Organics, our own pet supplement line that I custom formulate. We make sure that all the ingredients are high quality, effective dosing, and clean, because we want the best for our pets. Working with Emily over the years has been really amazing. I love that we're a women-owned company. We both are mothers of 2 children. We both have dogs.
We both just want our pets to live a very high-quality life and and be happy. What's next at Farah is we're going to keep growing, keep working hard.
We're going to keep creating new supplements to really better the lives of pets all over the world.
Welcome to the world of interactive play, where fun meets furry friends. Introducing the Jaspit Snuffle Puzzle Plush, the ultimate toy for your fur-legged companion. Designed to stimulate your dog's senses and encourage natural foraging instincts, this innovative toy provides hours of entertainment and mental stimulation. With its durable construction and interactive design, the Dog Snuffle Puzzle Plush is perfect for dogs of all ages and sizes. Watch as your beloved pet engages with the various compartments, sniffing out hidden treats and exploring the plush puzzle with delight. Say goodbye to boredom and hello to endless fun-filled moments with your furry friend. Make playtime unforgettable for your canine companion. Try the Dog Snuffle Puzzle Plush today.
Is your pet destined for the spotlight? At The Animalist, we turn that possibility into reality for pet owners like you. We welcome all pet talents, from starring in films to participating in search and rescue, content creation, protection, and even grazing. Getting started is simple. Sign up, create a captivating pet folio to showcase your pet's diverse talents, and list packages detailing their availability for jobs. Connect with those in need of the unique services you offer, from direct hires to responding to casting calls for open jobs. Our commitment to animal welfare and a seamless process ensures a positive experience for you and your star. Ready to share your pet's star quality? Start today and let your pet's talents shine in ways beyond imagination. The Animalist, where animal stars shine brighter.
Welcome back to the Pawlympics 2024. I am beyond excited to have an icon in the pet industry. Celine, come on in.
Hi. Sorry, Beretta. What's all the lovin'?
This is my favorite part.
B.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
my favorite, my absolute favorite part. I'm Mary
Yes.
Kate. So
Nice to meet you. This is Beretta.
Beretta. So Celine, she is a vet tech, owner of Wolf Snacks, and a top 10 pet influencer on TikTok.
Thank you.
That is quite the resume.
It
you have
is. Yeah, it's a
there.
very long list, but thank you. I
love
appreciate
it so much.
it.
So tell me about your story. How did you get started?
Yeah.
What happened next? You know, what was this?
Sure. Yeah. So basically, I was originally supposed to go to vet school, and then obviously that didn't work out. COVID hit. It was lovely. Yeah. And then so my siblings were like, you guys should just download TikTok and just like, and I was like, you know what, why not? And then I started making a couple of TikTok videos with the pets.
Right.
And then obviously it just ended up going really viral. I just started making more feeding videos, and I was always really into pet nutrition. And so that's when I kind of started Wolf Snacks, was kind of after the TikTok stuff.
Right.
But it's been a really wild ride.
I know.
Yeah.
Were you one of those, like my cousins, they were younger than me and they're like, TikTok's so great. And I was like, no.
No, that
whatever.
was me.
And then I got on it and I was like,
I'm hooked.
I'm never going to leave this platform
that
again.
was literally me. Like I was so not against it, but I was like, this is dumb. I already have Instagram.
Same.
I have YouTube. That's all I need.
Same.
But no, I decided to do TikTok, and then it was just, I'm so sorry. She's right in the mic.
Who wants to talk?
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's kind of like how I started with everything. And then obviously I didn't go the vet route anymore. I just ended up getting my bachelor's. And then I did that, and then now I have a business. And then
you just do all these amazing things.
But I did go to tech school first. Yeah, so I got my associates, and then I recently just got my bachelor's last year from Chapman University.
So that has also been something that you use in your social media and you use with your company that you started because you have that experience.
Yeah. So it's really nice to just be able to like use my degrees, because I know a lot of people we end up getting these degrees that we don't end up using. But I've always had a passion for animals, and whether if it was in vet med or just social media and stuff, as long as I'm working with animals, I'm happy. So
well, speaking of animals, how many pets do you have? And can you please tell the audience back home all of the different kinds of pets you have?
Yes, so I have probably around 20 pets right now. Honestly, I don't really keep track because most of them are reptiles. So I have a lot of them in like tanks. So I have like 5 frogs in one tank. I have frogs, chameleons, lizards. I have a monitor lizard. I have cats, the dogs, of course. And so not too crazy. I mean, like the snakes and stuff.
Not too crazy. I was
looking at your tigers or anything.
I was looking at your social media and I was like,
you're like, what the heck?
Like,
yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, so I do like, aside from like dog feeding videos, I also do like reptile feeding videos, which people love seeing since it's not like a common pet to own.
No.
But I've always had a passion for all types of animals. Like when I was going to vet school, I wanted to work with exotic animals. So that was like my passion.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm just gonna make my own Noah's Ark.
Exactly. I was like, why not? We have a house now. My husband's like, we're married. We're fine. No kids.
You're like, I don't care what you say, husband.
Yeah. He just goes along with it.
I got 5 more frogs today, babe.
Exactly. So no, he's cool with it at least. Yeah. Very supportive family.
I love that.
Yes.
So you started your social media, which is huge.
Yes.
And what was the process of wanting to start your own company, Wolf Snacks?
Yeah, so I decided to start Wolf Snacks because a lot of single ingredient dog treat companies that I were encountering, because I do get a lot of brand deals and stuff, they were just like really, like I love their marketing and everything, but I just wanted to go the more like cute route. Personally,
so cute.
Yeah, I had like a friend that was like really creeped out. Yes. I had a friend that was like creeped out with like fuzzy chews. So I brought like these rabbit ears because like people are people are like, what the heck, rabbit ears. But like if I make the packaging cute, like people are more like inclined to like think like get to know it a little bit more. And a lot of the packaging that I was seeing was very like kind of scary and like ancestral and everything. So because everyone's like, your dog's a wolf, right? So like that's how the packaging for a lot of these companies
You're
work.
like, no, my dog is my baby.
I was like, my dog's my
make-
child. What do you mean? Yeah, so I kind of made it for like dog moms that were just kind of scared to like feed the fur. Yeah, for the girls out there. Yeah. So that was kind of like my main kind of like inspiration between like my
eye would I would be directed to this if I saw it on the
I just
shelf.
wanted something more fun
I'd be
and like less
so
intimidating.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, because they oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
That
it is
so-
whole rabbit ears, but like the packaging is cute, so
so
people
cool.
just like, I guess, interact with it a little bit more. more versus like scary.
It's like cute and then
rabbit
rabbit ears with fur on him.
exactly. So, but it seems to work. Everyone loves it, and like it makes me really happy that people are able to try our chews. And they're like, I would have never touched a bag, you know, if it wasn't for the packaging.
No, if I just saw like a
aesthetic.
scary looking bag with rabbit ears in it, I would be like, oh
yeah, that's how my friend was. Yeah, so when she told me, she's like, I would never feed my dog a rabbit head or rabbit ears, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, I get it. So like that's why I kind of came up with like wolf snacks and stuff, and it kind of just grew into something more than that. So
smart. I mean, you're obviously good at marketing.
Thank you.
And so what kind of things did you learn while you were doing social media that you implemented into your marketing for wolf snacks?
Yeah. So I mean, like with social media, I feel like I'm running my own social media accounts, and it's a lot because I have so many accounts that I run, because I have like my dog one, I have my personal one, and then I have like a TikTok and a YouTube, and it's a lot. And then I do the wolf snack stuff. So I feel like I've learned a lot just like working with a lot of other brands too.
Right.
I do work with like bigger brands, like We Feed Raw is great, like Open Farm. They're like my really good friends. So I do learn a lot from them. I have like meetings with them monthly, and we talk about like brand strategy and stuff. So
amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice to learn from like the big dogs. And stuff like that. So I like knowledge is power.
Yes.
So it's really cool.
I can definitely,
Thank you.
See, you're successful with your social
Thank
media.
you.
Like you just exude success.
Yes,
if that
thank
makes
you. No, I
sense.
appreciate it. Thank you.
So when you were starting your social media, and even up until now, because we have seen so many changes with social media and what audiences are looking for, what content do you think has worked the best for you, and how have you been able to kind of get through those waves, the ups and lows?
I feel like I'm always like, my husband will always see me scrolling on my phone, like through TikTok, and he's like, oh, she's just watching TikTok. But like, I'm actually doing like brand marketing, like learning about like
market research.
Yeah, so he thinks I'm like always, he's right there, but he thinks that I'm always just scrolling on TikTok, like not doing anything on the phone. But no, there's like so many trends, and social media is always changing. So being adaptive is very important.
Yeah.
And so it's just something that it's kind of, you just have to like go with it. And like right now the trend seems to be like ASMR videos. Like before it was like me talking, but now everyone loves like the Nara Smith type videos with like.
You have a great voice though. I would listen to you.
Oh, I appreciate
love
it.
ASMR.
Yes, people love like, sometimes people like the no talking videos, and that seems to like reach further because like in other countries obviously people don't speak English.
Yes.
So I've been doing a lot of like ASMR stuff, and like for wolf snacks, people seem to really loving like just having a face behind the brand versus just like a brand. I think it's more than that. And so that's it's
just so in love
and then
with
Beretta,
you.
she's like, she gives me all the treats. Yeah. So and then the dogs, of course, too. Like I have a dog account, and we do a lot of bite work with them, so I show that side of things and like breed education. I try to do as much as I can, honestly. I like nutrition, breed education, dog sports.
What are your like viral videos that do the best?
Yeah,
or is it a
mainly
mixture?
like the ASMR dog feeding videos, just like when I don't talk, just because I think it reaches like a larger audience of non-speaking English people. Yeah, so it's really nice to see like people from around the world like enjoying my content versus just in America.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go home and shoot some ASMR
Yeah,
videos.
no, honestly, I didn't think they were gonna do well, and it's funny because all the videos that I shoot that like, I'm like, this was a dumb video, always ends up doing well versus the videos that I actually put like time and effort
So much
into.
time and effort.
Yes,
I think
like
the algorithm like watches
They
us and
just
they're like,
know.
I know that you spent 2 hours on this, so
Seriously.
200 views.
Exactly,
Like-
exactly. So I feel like heavily edited videos, like personally for me, like just doesn't do as well versus like more like relaxed, chill.
Yeah, authentic. That's like the word of the day today with
Authentic.
everyone. Is
Yes.
authenticity. Because
Yes.
not only are audiences looking for that, but that's what I want to, portray
Yeah.
is my real authentic life.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't fake it for too long.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's hard. It's hard.
What tips do you have for someone who wants to get into social media? Start a brand too.
Yeah. I think, like you mentioned earlier, it sounds so cliche, but like being yourself, I think is like the number one. Everyone always says it. And I remember when I was first starting out, people were just like, just be yourself. And I'm like, that's so dumb. Like, what does that even mean?
Like, I don't even know who I am.
I know. I was like, I'm trying to figure out who I am right now. But no, I think being yourself and being your most authentic self, especially online, like people can see it nowadays, especially with social media. And everyone always like vents online, and like being authentic and transparent is just so important.
Yes.
So I try to like connect as much as I can with like my followers, and just to be like, just be yourself, you know?
Because you you definitely develop that. Oh,
sorry.
I've been
She's
chosen.
just a love bug. Yeah, she
chosen.
loves everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it can be difficult though, because you want to stay engaged with your community. You want to create content that is going to engage.
Yes.
But you also want to be true to yourself, which I think goes to show that a lot of people love who you are.
Yes,
Like deep down, they love your authentic self. Which I think is incredible. Thank
you.
I think that's hard to portray for a lot of people, or even the confidence to do it.
Yeah,
and, like,
I mean, honestly, yeah, like starting off was just like awkward. You know, like no one wants to film themselves. I don't even like listening to my voice. Honestly, I think I'm like so annoying. But
same.
Yeah, no, my voice is. I just can't. It's cringy listening to yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's also like getting over that hoop of like public speaking, or like even like talking to an audience, and even like receiving hate messages. Like, even though it's dog content, like the amount of hate people receive too is like, it's such a controversial thing sometimes.
Because everyone has an opinion when it comes to animals.
Yes, and like dogs obviously can't talk. So even with
So I'm
like
gonna be the one going back.
Exactly. Yeah. Even with like pet care and everything, everyone has their own opinion. So just getting over that hump, but like just starting in general is like so nice. Yeah. So it's just it's nice now that we obviously have a platform and stuff. But going through the initial hump was definitely difficult.
A lot of hard work.
Yes.
A lot of consistency.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Being consistent too is like another thing that I really
And
the
staying on
algorithm
top of the trends. So husband, she can
Yes.
watch 8 hours of TikTok
I know,
a day.
he's
and
listening. Yeah.
it's market research,
Yeah,
babe.
we're doing market research.
So last question. Oh my gosh, coming home with me.
She loves
Last
you.
question.
Yeah,
Is there anything? Is there anything big upcoming that we can look forward to?
Yeah, so with Wolf Snacks, we're starting like our supplement line. So that's like I think our
exciting.
our next like venture that we're going into. We started making like slow feeders and everything, but our supplement, like we just started with the salmon oil and the pumpkin powder. We're coming up with bone broth next. So that's gonna be like our next thing with Wolf Snacks, and I'm really excited. We're also working on a couple other businesses too, but that's in the very future. That's on the DaisyLu right now.
Well,
so really excited for that.
Do a plug. Let us know where we can follow and where we can order Wolf Snacks.
Yes. So I'm found online on Instagram, Wolf Snacks, or www.wolfsnacks.com. I also have my personal Instagram and TikTok at Celine Tales. And the dogs have their own Instagram as well, at Drake of the Dobie on Instagram.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. She loves you.
I'm like,
she's like obsessed with you.
Like,
I love
are
it.
you really gonna leave?
I know. You haven't even given her a treat, and she loves you.
I'm
She's
just the
so
best,
funny.
aren't I?
Yes.
And the collar. I
Yeah,
can't.
we have the custom collar made.
Your marketing is top notch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations with everything.
Thank you so
and
much. I appreciate it.
I hope we can talk and work in the future
Yes,
again.
for sure. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Make sure to check
Bye,
out Wolf
Missy.
Snacks. Follow them on Instagram.
Thank
Especially
you.
this guy.
Let's go.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay. Come on in. Yep. Up next.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, yes. Okay. Sorry. Kind of live TV, right? Hi, Tarina.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Mary
Yes, Mary
Kate.
Kate.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you own Balanced Dog Grooming.
I do.
And I was looking at the services, and it's like luxury and tailored to your pet. Can
Yes.
you tell me about how that works and what makes it tailored?
Tailored to your pet, we do a rehab program where we cater to anxious and traumatized pets that have had bad grooming experiences before. So because that's kind of our base, every dog gets it no matter what.
Absolutely.
So say, today your dog did great and it gets to go home and it did a complete groom, fine.
Right.
But then there's other dogs where literally the sound of water will make them just want to get out of there. So with one dog, we had to start with like wipes and kind of move our way
Work
up.
them up.
So it is very tailored to the dog. It is very, we obviously want to do what the client likes, but we will work with what the dog allows us to do in the moment. And then usually, the parents are going to be like, perfect, like whatever they can do, let's do that.
Yes.
But yes, it's very tailored. We started out by partnering with luxury complexes in Marina Del Rey.
Yes.
And so it becomes very tailored. You get to know people and you get to know what they like and stuff
Such a great
like that.
marketing move, like luxury, like
yeah,
I
it
was
was during
like,
the
that is so
pandemic.
cool.
It's like, everybody else orders things. Why not some dog?
Right,
grooming,
right. And I mean, as a groomer, not only are your tailored services helping the pet, but I also feel like as a groomer, like you're also dealing with the emotions of a pet,
Yes.
and you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to traumatize traumatize any pets. So your services, help groomers out there, pets and parents.
Pet parents especially, because they say, our renters, they move, right? They'll buy a house, they'll leave. Now you can go and find another groomer maybe where you're at, but you'll notice the difference. Hey, did my pet come out a little skittish, or did it act like, it acted like when it was with balanced, when it was fine and happy and wanted to come back, and so yes, it's very tailored to the pet and very luxurious for the pet.
I love that.
Even our waiting rooms have TVs in them and little beds.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll just be hanging out for the day. Is my dog okay? Okay, good.
Yeah.
How do you do like an evaluation for a pet? Is it the pet parent that says, "Hey, my dog really doesn't like this. Like, I want to bring them to you," or do you sometimes discover it? Like, how does that work?
It's a little of both.
Mm-hmm.
So the parent will come in and say, "Hey, these are the obvious issues that we're having with grooming,"
right?
And then once we get them in there, then we assess if there's any more or any less, or if it was just because they're with the parents and they don't want to be, behaving with them.
Yes.
So it's a little bit of a combination just to make sure that everything's well-rounded and we know exactly what's going on with the pet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you said, there's some pets who are even scared when they hear water.
Mm-hmm.
How do you help to combat that? I know you said you kind of start slow, like you start with wipes or something like that. I mean, I'm sure people who are watching might have a pet who does, get scared when they go to the groomer.
There are.
What is something that pet parents can do at home, but to kind of balance it before they come to balanced dog grooming?
There's a couple things. Say you're a puppy, you have a puppy. Mm-hmm. You can get like motorized toothbrushes and kind of put it on their paw pads so that they get used to the Dremels. Start doing brushing and grooming at home.
Right.
And then for older pets, kind of the same thing. It's just getting them to know, hey, it's okay. There's nothing going to happen to you when you feel this vibration, know? So it's working with the pet and getting them to trust you again, getting them to trust you, their parent, wherever they came from, because a lot of these pets are rescues, and they have things that they've been through, and you really have to
life
exactly. So it's a lot of communication. It's sometimes we will stop in the middle of a groom and say he has had enough or she has had enough. We'll finish it up. Yeah. Like our rehab grooming program takes about 3 months, and weekly we have to have them in there weekly to do certain, if it's nails that they don't like, then every week they come in to do their nails, and it will be maybe one. Maybe it'll just be like a little
bit
tip of one. And that's what they do for the day.
I mean, consistency, like training and all other kind of techniques for dogs. It's just that consistency for keeping them comfortable, but showing them, okay, we're going to do this and it's going to be okay.
And I'm going to be nice to you.
Yes.
I'm not going to hurt you.
I'm going to give you treats and kisses and love.
Yes.
And
lots of
your
it.
Mom will be passed out on the couch watching TV, but you'll be just as happy too.
And we are kennel free. So there's no, we give the parents like a 15-minute warning text so that they can have enough time to get there. So it's not, the pet doesn't feel like, hey, why are you
like no stress environment?
None at all.
Oh, it's like a spa.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is a spa.
It's a spa.
It's a spa for
I
dogs.
love that. Okay, that is so great. I know everyone, and myself included, I mean, we don't have to call out certain breeds, but what breed is the most difficult to groom? Because I've seen it. And what is the least difficult?
They all have their challenges. But the smaller dogs do not like their nails done.
Yeah, mine
It's a thing. They really don't. So I would say, smaller breeds, Chihuahuas, most of the time, or just don't want to do
don't
it.
touch
Don't
me.
touch me, and I'm going to tell you, don't touch me.
They got the big dog and the little dog body, right?
Seriously, they really do. And then usually the bigger breeds are gentle babies, and pit bulls are just like laying there, and you're like,
so cute. And then you hear like the Chihuahua come in, you're like hiding behind the door.
You're like, it's okay. We put gloves on.
That's hilarious. I think it was on your Instagram page, I saw that you were going to start offering some doggy daycare services.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
We have a brick and mortar now. We'll be there a year in September, and we have a backyard area. And so we're going to turn that into our doggy daycare. Right now, we're going to just do small and medium dogs for now because it's a smaller area, but we're going to have agility in there. We're going to have sniff spots. We're going to have, everything they need in a small space to be able to get their energy out and go home and again safe. And then you're in a safe environment. And after, you can get groomed.
Daycare at the spa.
Yeah.
That sounds like my kind of daycare. Like,
and then right next door
I'm
to us
signing
is
up.
a human spa. So you could go do your spa day while they
Say
do their
no
spa.
more. Say no more. I will be there. Last question for everyone interested at home: how can they book your services? You know, let's plug everything we can because you're just so amazing.
Thank you so much. So email, texting, online, through our Instagram, any of those you can.
And your website?
Yes.
What's your website?
It's balancedDoggrooming.com.
Got it. balancedg.com. Make sure to check out Torina. She is the founder of Balanced Dog Grooming, and I'm so happy that you were able to stop by today.
Thank you for having me.
I will be coming to your spa if you allow human clients. I will be there. So thank you so much for being here.
You're so
and
welcome.
Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you later. I'll see you at the spa, girl.
You got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh goodness. Here we go. I am so excited for Laura LaBelle from the LaBelle Foundation. Oh my gosh. What do you have in your hand?
Here, I'll let you hold her. That's cotton ball. Come here, you guys.
I don't know if I can talk. Like, this is.
Come here, babies.
Oh my.
Jim.
Okay, I
Oh,
guess.
Ollie. Come here. Okay, thank you.
Is everyone, are you, like, this is insane.
Do you have a side preference for me to be on?
Sorry. This one, please. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
This is probably the smallest dog I've ever held in my entire life.
Really?
Like,
sit, Jim.
this is
Come here.
amazing.
Good boy.
So if you don't know, I'm sure you do, because Laura LaBelle is an icon in the pet industry and rescue industry. She owns the LaBelle Foundation. Again, thank you so much for being here. And sorry, what was your name?
Chris. So
Chris.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Chris is like one of my most amazing assets. He helps us with our social media and marketing, and that has become like a thing. I mean, we can't just rescue dogs. We have to engage our community. We have to get the word out. We need to do education. And so Chris has been an amazing asset.
The world is changing, and so social algorithms, and so it makes rescue even more difficult than it needs to be.
Constantly. I mean, Pets on Cue, we're in social media, and man, it's exhausting trying to keep up. And I'm like, I don't really want to look at TikTok and Instagram for hours, but market research, and it's like, you got to keep up with all the slang and all the, different niche content ideas, and it's tiring. So congrats. Good for you.
Thank you.
It is that marketing, social media marketing, it is such a huge aspect, and especially to bring.
I'm kind of old, and so it's all like beyond me. So I rely on, young people who that's their passion and their thing. And I try and delegate so that I can manage the dog side,
Right.
Because that in of itself, especially on the scale that we do, is massive.
Oh,
so
huge. So can you tell people at home, I mean, I love the LaBelle Foundation. Can you just talk about the LaBelle Foundation, starting it, and
Sure.
Yeah.
So my daughter and I stumbled into another rescue. It was a humane pet shop about 13 years ago. And we honestly didn't know anything about rescue. We bought our dogs from a breeder. We didn't know any different.
Yep.
And we were like, what's going on here? There was dogs running around everywhere. And they explained to us that they were a humane pet shop. So all the dogs that were there trying to find homes came from the shelter. And we were like, that's the most amazing thing.
Right.
Can we volunteer? So we started volunteering, and I have a kind of takeover personality, and I ran that organization for about 7 years.
Wow.
And then I wanted to do my own thing because we had different passions, and that was the birth of the LaBelle Foundation.
Wow. That's so incredible. I mean, you obviously have a passion, and you work really hard to get it to where it needs to be. I mean, you can see the success with what you've done.
Well, thank you.
Very inspirational. What is the primary mission for the LaBelle Foundation?
So, I mean, that's kind of something that's shifting with the climate of rescue. we're focused on underage puppies, neonatal orphans, pregnant dogs. When I was a foster coordinator, those were the hardest to find foster for, people who would get up throughout the night to bottle feed, tube feed, or somebody that had the capacity to take on a dog that was going to have, you know, between 5 and 13 babies and house them consistently for a long period of time.
Yes.
So I really nurtured and grew a network to do that. We love seniors, and we, you know, they have a place in our heart. We can't get them adopted, so it's oftentimes we'll do their medical and give them to a rescue that focuses in that.
Right.
We've done a ton of medical. We did, you know, dozens of orthopedic surgeons. A lot of rescues won't take that on.
A lot.
We also take on a lot of dogs that we know are parvo positive, and huge focus on spay neuter. I believe that spay neuter is really the key to ending overpopulation. I think people need to be accountable for their dogs, you know, having babies, accidental litters. And I also think that affordable spay and neuter just isn't available on the scale that it needs to be. So we do a lot of advocacy for that. We do spay neuter clinics. We sponsor free vaccine clinics to try and keep all of those diseases like parvo and distemper down.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, but constantly changing and, you know, adding new things but I mean, parvo, that's something that a lot of people would be like scared to almost, you know, kind of to deal with, but because of the medical bills and everything, but, you know, taking that on is just incredible.
So we run our rescue because we do so much spay and neuter, and because we take on so much orthopedic and parvo, we work with really amazing vets, and we negotiate rates because we could never, we spend double on every dog of what our adoption fee is on average, between supplies, veterinary care, sterilization, and so on. So, you know, and we're not funded. Everything is donation based. We don't get money from the city or the state or, you know, the county.
Oh my gosh.
It's a big tackle, and we're constantly trying to educate people and involve them.
That's hard for sure.
Absolutely. And speaking on that, like, how would someone like me or someone at home, how would they get involved, and, you know, what could they do? I'm sure there's different aspects of getting involved, but
so I mean, the most simple thing in the world, and people do it all day long. I get dozens of people sharing dogs on youth list, which doesn't really help because we and most rescues are at capacity, and we get emails with all of those dogs. And it's honestly, it's a little discouraging because when you have 200 dogs in your care and someone's going, please save this dog, it dies in 2 hours, you know, it breaks your heart. Like, you want to save all of them.
Obviously want to. And but 200 dogs, that's a lot of dogs.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have 200 unique fosters because if you figure at any given time with between 5 and 10 nursing moms, and each one of them has puppies. So, you know, 11 or 13 dogs could be with one foster pretty easily.
Well, I think they want a little attention. Can you tell me about these pups you brought today? I mean,
I would love to. Okay, so this one right here is a little cotton ball. And we were asked by another rescue. That's something else about LaBelle. We are huge into community of rescues, not just the public and adopters and people, but we're hugely about partnering and working with other rescues. And another rescue reached out to us and was like, we're totally at capacity. This hoarding situation needs help. And so we got this one, and they said grandma, but it's her mom. She's just an old dog. And they're poochies. I call them poodle chihuahuas. And then who they said was the dad. So we took all three of them. We're trying to get more out. And it's, you know, it's always difficult working with people that have 75 dogs because they don't want to let any of them go.
Right.
And so this right here is Ollie. And Ollie was purchased by an amazing, I brought these two dogs because this is something that we're seeing more and more. You know, a lot of people think you can only get mutts from rescue, and I'm like, wait long enough and you can get anything.
Yeah.
So this right here was an $8,500 Bernedoodle that somebody purchased from a breeder. And, you know, bless their heart, they were in their late 60s. They wanted a dog that would sit on their lap, like a Shih Tzu, or a, what are those little ones with the smashed faces called?
A pug?
No, the Chinese, Lhasa Apso, you know, all those dogs that were bred for lap dogs and just would sit there.
Right.
But a Bernedoodle has a lot of energy. So he was making their lives, you know, crazy.
Not a lap dog whatsoever. Maybe like a jump on the lap and then immediately jump off.
Ollie also has crippling separation anxiety. So if you leave him unattended, he will destroy your home or your car. And if you put him in a crate, he screams. So, you know, he's one of those dogs he's really hard for us to place, honestly. And had he been properly, you know, trained when he was young, those things would have been different.
Right.
So now we're investing in training to give him confidence so that he can self-soothe. So that's an ongoing process. This dog right here is Benjamin, but my granddaughter calls him Jim Jim, so we go with that.
Jim.
And
I love that.
He is a golden doodle, and he was also purchased by a breeder. And this lovely woman had a golden doodle that passed away, and she just reflexively went out and got another one. But again, you know, he was a puppy, and she didn't have time for him, and he was just in her yard for a year, and was like, this dog's impossible, take him. So
is it impossible, or, you know, because they're like babies.
Well,
they are.
I've spent it's harder. Honestly, it's harder to rectify these behavioral things after they've developed.
Absolutely.
As opposed to heading them off. So I've spent a year training him, and he's the most delightful, amazing, sweet, bulletproof dog.
And so are they all available to adopt?
This is my dog. He's not. Ollie is available for adoption, and Cotton Ball is available for adoption. Yeah.
Who's getting Cotton Ball first? No, you're not taking away. I just saw a bunch of hands go up out there.
She's 8 weeks, and she will be available in about 2 weeks. All of our dogs come in and they get vet checked the day they arrive, and then we hold them for a minimum of 2 weeks to make sure they're healthy.
I would imagine that she's going to get
so much love.
Adopted right up if I don't first. Any exciting things happening at the LaBelle Foundation upcoming?
So many exciting things. We have some fundraisers that we will be posting as soon as the details are all nailed down. And my partner, Samantha Perino, and I are opening a really exciting new space, and hopefully we can help fund the rescue with it. It's a for-profit business. It's called Belle's Bath and Boarding.
Okay.
And it's in the mid-city area, Pico and Genesee.
Okay.
And we'll be doing doggy daycare, and there's self-wash and bathing and grooming, and some other really fun, exciting things. We have trainers that we're working with that are going to offer puppy boot camp for our clients and rescue partners, and all kinds of really amazing
I would
stuff.
love, you know, I feel like supporting a business like that, because you have this business so you can support your rescue business, you know, like it's got me, the whole thing has so much meaning behind it, and I'm like, I'll be visiting. So
thank you.
Wellness based as well, and I think when you are not only as a for-profit giving back to a great CSR program, I think it's great when you can have these resources like LaBelle does to then encourage and engage their local community to help educate them and provide a better life for their dogs as well.
Absolutely. That was very well said. Last question. How can the general public contribute to creating a more humane and compassionate society for animals?
That's a really good question. So sharing is caring. If you love a rescue and you're passionate about them, share their posts with people. I know people's heart is in the right place when they're sharing the shelter dogs on the youth list, but you have to understand most rescues have taken those dogs, and they can't take new dogs out until they find homes for the dogs that they have. So advocating for adoption, advocating for foster is huge. For whatever rescue you love and your heart is in.
Right.
We're always grateful and appreciative, of course. The other way is education. People, honestly, I don't like I can't like be angry at a lot of people because so many people have no idea what is going on in rescue. Spay and neuter, I hear every reason under the sun to not spay and neuter, and it's the only way that we can, you know, get this whole thing under control.
Yes.
And mostly, there's so many people that are angry at rescues and hating on them because of this situation. So many people angry at shelters. Rescues and shelters are not the problem.
No.
You are.
Yes.
And if it's not you, it's your mom or your sister or your brother or your coworker. People have to stop abandoning dogs. This whole thing of getting dogs, not training them, not understanding what they need, not willing to put the time and the effort in to house their dogs. I mean, we hear all the time, oh, my dog deserves a better life than I can give it. You made the commitment, right? Step up, pull up your bootstraps, and figure out what your dog needs. Because the best home for your dog is your home.
Yes.
I'm going to say it again. The best home for your dog is your home. There are not people running around looking for dogs with behavioral problems to adopt. It doesn't exist. So take responsibility, be accountable, make your friends and family accountable. Owning a dog is a commitment for its entire life.
Yes.
And ask for help. Like if you need it, just ask for
Right.
help.
Takes a village for anything, you know.
And we are so all about training. We are all about, you know, helping with all kinds of different stuff. We have outreach for homeless people, and there's all kinds of organizations that help with medical costs, veterinary costs in the last 10 years has gone up over 500%. And we are huge advocates of pet insurance. Keep it, get it, keep it. It'll save you.
Absolutely.
You never know. You can walk out the door and all of a sudden, you know, you have a $5,000 to $20,000 vet bill without blinking. And most people that would ruin me.
Oh, absolutely.
So
It's just like humans, you know,
Yeah.
you need insurance for the inevitable in your mind, but it might happen, you know. So I definitely agree. That was the last question. Make sure to check out the Lael Foundation. Do you want to plug your website really quick?
LaelFoundation.org and at the Lael Foundation Instagram. Drop a comment with actual words, not just emojis. Water the plant. Don't leave Lael out and dry.
Or else Snowball's gonna come and get you.
Yeah.
Wait, Snowball or Cotton Ball?
Cotton Ball.
Oh, Cotton Ball's gonna come and get you. But thank you so much for being here today.
Mary
I really
Kate,
appreciate
thank you so much for having
Of
us.
course.
It was really an honor.
No, I appreciate
thank you
it.
for shining a light.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
important.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. So that is going to be the last interview of the day. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
You guys are going to be
Bye. Oh, yes. I put my sunglasses back on, but welcome back to Pawlympics. I am so sad because that was the last interview of the day. We have had the best day. I still see so many people out there having so much fun. Today we have talked to 13 incredible people in the pet industry, and I've had the best day ever with our guests, pets, and everyone in this close-knit community. I wanted to do another shout out to Bunny and Vivian, the powerhouse that put this together. Without them, none of this would have been possible. And I'm so honored that they had me here today. So thank you so much, Bonnie and Vivian. And make sure to check out the Animal List. We're a sponsor. Check out theanimallist.com. You can sign up for free and start browsing animals to book any kind of animal talent. If you need goats for goat yoga at your bachelorette party, if you need puppies to go to an event so you can bring people into your booth, if you need a guard dog, if you need a cow for a commercial, we've got it all, and you can sign up for free. So make sure to check out the Animal List, a sponsor of today, and thank you for having so much fun with me today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you next year.